your people, and you see them all distorted through some strange lens. Finally, the static begins to fade. And we come into a meadow that surrounds a tiny Fey village. And in the center of that village is a giant tree. A young girl, about 5 or so, fumbles awkwardly. She doesn't seem like she's fully coordinated despite her age. I mean, as a fawn, she should be able to run and jump, but she stumbles. As if there's something wrong. Petal drop. You're in a meadow. A gentle breeze whispers through the tall grasses, but to you it's not gentle. It's a cacophony of noises. Louder, softer. Each blade of grass seems to have its own voice, brushing up against its neighbors, demanding your attention. Colors are vivid and intense. They are painful to behold. You try to find solace by playing with your toys alone, uselessly, hoping the simplicity of your own company would lessen the intensity of the world. But even the texture of the toys feels extreme against your fingers. Still, it's better than facing everyone else, and then more static. There's a whine in your head. Brief moments of silence. And then that noise explodes once more. And you are home. Your sisters are arguing again, their voices rising and falling in a tumultuous pattern. Each word feels like a physical assault, and you cover your ears trying to block it out. The scents in the house, mingling food and fauna, they make your stomach churn. Your parents are there. You hear static again. It cuts through you. Everything is wrong, everything is wrong. They think you can't hear, but you do. Their words are muffled, but the tone is not. There's something wrong with Petal Blossom, one of them mutters. Exasperation evident. She's not like the others. The words hurt more than any sensory overload. You want to scream to tell them you're trying. But words fail you. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Isn't that right, Petal Blossom? You always fail. You are not functional. You're defective. We hear that static again as the scene shifts. Maybe it's that you are approaching a place of suffering, but past suffering seems to come to you. Tears fall freely from your eyes. Everything is just too much. You're there, crying, exasperated. Petal Blossom. You are defective. Petal Blossom. Petal Blossom. And you realize that your sister's hand is on your shoulder, her voice gentle and loving. Petal Blossom, I'm here. I've got you.
I think at this point she's just kind of rocks back in faith about being held by her younger sister, not really reacting much else.
Did your sister ever do anything that would help you deal with these symptoms you dealt with?
If she did, it was by luck. She tried. Sometimes she just happened to choose the right things, not all the times though.
I think right now, she's holding you and singing a soft song. A traditional Fey song.
I think I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna hurt your guys' ears. But I think what you would hear is just a like kind of high. It's like a soft, but like as in quiet, but still very high pitched kind of squeal coming from Petal Drop.
I think your sister takes this as a sign to stop. As she's getting to a stanza about the waving trees and the cycles of nature, and she holds you in silence then. She always tried, but I mean, you already knew you were unfixable, Petal Blossom. You already knew you were broken. And her fumbling attempts could not fix you. Maybe nothing could. Suddenly there's another wave of disorienting noise and colors. The waves of trees interspersed with rainbows that seem to break through everything for you. There's more static, more of that just TV static that often goes through your memories and your thoughts. You're older now, crafting some contraption of your own design. The other fawns look at you strangely and they laugh and they point and they don't understand. Because who could understand you, Petal Blossom? You don't even understand you. How could they? They can't understand. But this is how, of course, you protect yourself. By turning inward. By inventing. The wave subsides, finally. All this noise and cacophony. The static finally goes away. And there's a serene, but somehow sorrowful sound in your head. As you grew older, you retreated into your mind, away from the physicality of reality, within this mental fortress where you were safe. Here you could create and invent, focus on making and not being, because there was nothing more painful to you than being. You flowed from idea to idea, and it made sense to you. You had the realization, others would say this is when you heard the voice of a god, perhaps. That is the thinking of beings who are not othered. This is not a god. This is not anything like that. It is an idea, a spark in your head. A spark that is an idea that led to experiences, and experiences can be good, bad, good or bad, neutral. They can be painful. They define life. All that is, all that was, all that will be. All results from the spark. The what-ifs. You followed the spark. And you followed it again and again to protect yourself. The static is back. The wave subsides. And we see you standing in front of a tree. You are nearly fully grown, though you still look awkward next to your sisters. The tree's looking different somehow. You look around. Your sister, older as well, is no longer comforting you. She is screaming, "What have you done?"
I have followed the spark, simply done as I was compelled to do.
Sister, this isn't any gadget or gizmo.
That is of the incorrect.
This is something more than you've done before. We can't fix this. This isn't like the more minor stuff, like the destroyed property or I don't know if it was you, but the missing pets. I don't know. This is something we can't take back.
The pets were not of me. This, however, is correct. This is better.
She looks up at the tree that you created, that you modified, that you made your own, that you followed your spark, and that you sparked something new in. And she screams. Her scream fading into one last bit. You're used to the static. It feels like home. It's comforting in a way.
At this point, there is no static. Oh, very little. It is as if the static, like if you took a dial and just turned it down. If you took a volume that was up to 11 and just turned it to 1.
Everything's muted to an extent. It's calmer. You stand in a dark nest, surrounded. It's almost circular, almost hive-like, with organic structures covered in shadows coming from the walls, the floor, the ceiling. They don't understand. That's when you see her, wading through a giant sea of shadowy, lesser Hope Eaters. There are countless numbers of them as she walks through their nest. They climb upon her and she is unfazed. She does not even seem to notice. The shadowy figure emerges, making itself known to you. Child, how have you come to be here?
I have simply followed the spark. I moved to where I was impulsed.
Your impulse seems to have hurt a lot of people. Does that concern you?
No, harm is relative.
Indeed.
We all do of the harm to one another. That is simply what is called the living.
That is correct. I mean, is that not how life exists? We all predate on something or another. Eventually, we predate on each other. After all, we all must take in some.
Correct, and I am not of the life. Therefore, I do not harm others.
Well then, my beautiful, unliving.
I simply am.
Well then, my beautiful, perfect, unliving thing. What do you seek in your not quite life?
The spark.
Oh, thanks, baby. The spark, then. I've heard of this philosophy. I've consumed many that have held it.
The spark is not of the philosophies. The spark simply is. I am what I am. The spark is what the spark is.
Indeed. And I think now a small, just basic howling Hope Eater, the wolf-like ones that most of us saw in the sewers early on in the main campaign, is just like sniffing at Petal Drop and doesn't seem to be aggressive towards her. And this strange shadowy figure notices. Most would not be so unfazed by a Hope Eater. You know they devour everything within you, correct?
Patting the pup. Good, the canine of goodness. I simply am. Nothing of the inside. Simply I am. Nothing to consume.
They gnaw within me. Well,
You should tone down your emotions then. They like those.
Ah, I see. Well, whether you live or not, whether you feel or not, you will need to survive if you wish to follow your spunk.
This is true.
A shadowy, it looks simultaneously like a hand and so many other things, as this shapeless darkness seems to come from the figure. I believe that we should make an agreement then. Your survival will further my agendas as well as your spark. And it'll be good to have someone that can understand the Hope Eaters, almost like I can, in this beautiful city, in this beautiful world.
Patch Drop's eyes for half a second. Kind of flash bright green. This appears to be of the benefiting of both sides. I concur.
Well then, Petal Blossom, come with me. For there's darkness to harness, and there's much to learn when deals are made. And she begins walking through this hive.
Patch Drop's going to kind of skip through.
And we see Petal Drop in this strange, undefinable figure disappear into the shadows of this hive. And we are back in Dogner, knocking on the door to the Speakers of Suffering. Hero point, by the way, Chris. That was awesome.
Thank you for running that.
No problem. So, I probably should have pulled up the notes for the actual session I'm going to run as well, huh? That would make a lot of sense.
Nah.
No, that sounds like crazy talk.
That was just the flashback. You trail your hands along the walls as you take this winding staircase down until your amulets of St. Mary briefly shift into the broken emblem of Blura, and the wall resonates. A bit of the wall seems to open almost like a door, as you see that same symbol appear on the wall and shift out of the way. As you step inside this narrow sanctum, you enter and you hear the pained moans of those suffering within. You walk through the main foyer, such as it is, a small, cozy-looking hallway with just enough space for a cot in the wall at several points, and in which lie various patients of the speakers. The ceiling is barely tall enough for the tallest among you, which I believe would be Heelbow, and you're having to hunch over slightly.
I never really specified how tall.
How tall is Heelbow?
I'm thinking I'm like 37 feet tall, probably. No.
As you come through the city above, crushing hapless civilians.
No. I'm thinking I'm probably just about like 5'9" to 6 feet tall, somewhere around there. Nothing that big. It's just the art you picked for my character makes it look like I'm a huge towering monster that's about to eat people. Yeah, I'm just not that super tall.
Wait till Uwu and Heelbow meet in an alternate universe.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the Spider-Man memes.
Yep.
Who's Ulu?
My character in the monthly game that we played last year. That used the
Correct.
same cover or same art. That was 8 foot tall, 400 pounds, and the fastest thing alive.
So you were Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes. I guess I'm the tallest then. Jeez.
Yeah, I wasn't aiming to be like the tallest motherfucker out there.
The ceiling is like barely 6 feet tall.
Oh. Sad.
So I'm walking mostly comfortably. Yeah.
And you see, like, there aren't a lot of, like, there's, like, a couple of other priests of, like, a couple of other speakers, but it's mostly just patients here. Which...
Hey, say patients, how do you mean? Like actual patients?
Sorry, what was that?
When you say patients, how do you mean? Like actual patients?
Yes, because the speakers are one of the few factions that will take care of you regardless. They take their Hippocratic Oath very seriously.
Then I would probably go and start trying to fix people. Because that's what my guy would do. I wouldn't even say a word. I'd just start walking to the nearest group that might need help.
You see people, a surprising amount of whom are flesh warped, laying in these cots. The first one you see is a tiefling that seems to be suffering from some sort of advanced leprosy. His skin
Grab him
and
and
flesh.
throw him on the burn pile and move on to the next.
All right, as you just instantly start murdering.
No, I would start trying to kill the people as best as I could. That's just what I would do. I wouldn't even say a word.
You just start silently administering to this patient, changing his bandages and applying ointments, and I suppose what are the rest of you guys doing as you just see Heelbow start working on this patient? There's basically in the walls are these roughly 6 foot long, the best way I can describe them is slots with bedding on the bottom of them. And the patients, this seems to have maybe once been intended as a mausoleum of sorts, but currently it is being used as a very makeshift clinic. If you go further in, you'll see like a main like central area that leads to 2 more of these hallways filled with patients, and a final door with a Blura's symbol on it at the end of this temple that seems to lead into like the high priest's quarters.
You guys can go talk to whoever. I'm doing my job.
Yeah, we'll go
Notably,
into...
the speakers have not approached you yet. They seem to just kind of be ignoring you as they work.
Why does everybody ignore us?
For real.
It's okay. I'm not ignoring you.
You're ignoring us. How dare you? We leave.
You guys say, fuck this beacon, and leave. Prompting Sarah Idex to just look after you, being like, okay, but I have a demon-like thing inside of me. It's kind of...
And then you're gonna set fire to the whole city and leave. The end.
As the city burns in the distance.
Roll the natural 20. You can't say I didn't do it. I'm sorry, I am derailing. Yeah,
Just to continue that joke to its logical conclusion, as the city burns, you guys see a portal from the Feywild open. As you see 4 gay dumbasses walk out, look around, and you hear one say, "Well, fuck. This isn't Kansas." No, but what do you guys do other than traumatizing the main party the moment they walk back?
I already told you what I'm doing, so I
Yeah,
don't.
Heelbow's healing people. And you guys definitely notice that while the speakers are focused on their work, when they glance over at Heelbow, they like draw the symbol of Blura quickly, and it seems to be a sign of respect. Heelbow, you actually would probably be one of the higher ranking priests of Blura, considering there's not a lot of them. It's like being second in command of a book club.
Yay! I'm one of the cool kids.
I push him
You
into a
are
locker.
Is there a locker nearby for him to push me in, or is he just bullshitting?
There is a single empty cot, we'll call them, built into the wall.
No, I don't push him into the hole in the wall. For being a
It was a
nerd.
good thing because next time that we were in a fight, you'd be like, "Hey, I could really use some healing," as I just look at you with a weird expression on my face.
Oh, trust me, I learned that if I need healing, I need to do it myself.
I just love the image of like a day ago at most. Hyobo literally returned Claudia to life the moment she died. A day later, she shoves him into a locker and calls him a fucking.
Yep.
Perfect.
It looks like I'm.
But it's up to you guys to decide what to do. Hilbo is kind of doing stuff.
I mean, yeah, like, it might take a while. I might look around for a bit, but if no one else does, I'll go in eventually.
Helena is just watching you guys and comforting Shan.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking of right when you said they're just watching you guys. Like I could almost
We're just
see
like
you,
standing there.
leaning to the next person and be like, "Why are they just standing there?"
We went full NPC mode.
I think they lost their pretty little lives.
So
Pedal drop. You said you go in.
I will go in.
I will follow. Now I'm talking like Chris. God damn it.
I will.
That's not Chris. That's
Chris
Pedal.
impersonating Pedal Drop.
Correct. Good job.
As you guys approach the main sanctum door, the door with the symbol of Blura opens, and you see a flesh-warped halfling whose left side of his body seems to have the skin of a troll. His hair is brown on the right side, but it's pitch black and seemingly perpetually greasy on the left. His right side of his face is shaped in a smile, while the left side of his face seems to be forced into a permanent scowl. And he looks at you all.
That's
and he said-
Two-Face for anybody that's wondering. An archvillain, the Batman. We got
It was
that.
actually simultaneously based off of Two-Face, Lan from Wrath of the Righteous, and a character from Order of the Stick, a comic that I don't know if anyone else reads.
Yes, I've read that since I was like 12.
It's beautiful. I love it. But he looks at you all, and you see the symbol of Blura hanging from his necklace. And if anyone wants, you can roll me Society or Religion real quick.
Do you want me to roll, or I'm busy?
You
I do not.
automatically know this knowledge.
I do not want to.
Huh?
Continue.
You said I automatically what?
You automatically know who this is.
27.
Claudia, with a 27, you've heard of High Speaker Zahu. Apparently he's some sort of malformed halfling, one who's given his life in service to the other unfortunate. The path of Blur is not a easy one. There's a reason that her priesthood isn't numerous, and none are more devoted, more stoic in their suffering, more dedicated to betterment of others through their own suffering than High Speaker Zahu. And he proves this as he looks at you all with great wisdom, as he says with gravity in his voice, Sudids,
I am giving you a look, Athena.
Here's the funny thing. Athena just said that I'm second in command to this idiot.
So?
To marry him. That is a marry him moment.
Indeed. Are you guys like the Inquisitors or something? I heard you guys were supposed to be coming and stuff.
That is... depends. Trying to kill me?
I mean... Wow, I heard you guys were like suspicious, man. Heelboat, you told me some of your coworkers were like suspicious, but like, brag, man.
Oh, you know.
Is he in the same room? I thought they went to a different room.
It's a very small temple. You're in another room, but like, it's more. If you've been in a trailer before, it's like in the next room over in a trailer.
I'm just gonna look over and be like, "But you are trying to kill him, aren't you?" No.
Bro, I mean, here I go, killing again. Hey.
Nah, it's not, yeah, we are. I am.
And he passes Claudia a joint and he says, maybe killing some vibes, girl. Hey.
Oh, God. Pedal Drop,
I'm
get me out
second
of
in
here.
command to this guy.
We can make you
Who
first
might
in
you-
command.
Who might you be?
That is High
Oh.
Priest Zahu.
I'm High Speaker Zahu, actually. We don't call ourselves priests. We're more of like a free vibe with Blur, you know? We don't like do huge
I
worship.
walk
It's
out
more
the
like...
door. I walk out the door.
I leave this Blura because apparently we're hippies all of a sudden, and I'm not with it.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, bye, guys. But yeah, I'm High Speaker
The
Zahu.
name,
I'm like...
the name of which you speak, it is not.
Not indeed, man. Someone gets it. So, yeah, this is our temple. Those are all the sick people we help take care of. Thanks for getting straight to work, Heelbo. Appreciate you always, bro. Heel, bro. Let's see. That's Sister Stabby. She's a former criminal. She stabs people. And that's the only other speaker here.
Are we so full of the insufferableness?
Oh,
Man, usually I ain't full of nothing because we don't have enough funding for me to eat regularly. Any dabs?
oh, jeez.
It's gonna take you know what? I'm changing something on my character sheet.
That fills me with the happiness.
I'm glad I could make you happy, man. Just know that suffering is how you better yourself. And suffering is a part of life at all times, Bragg.
I agree.
Is Jim
Someone fucking
about
gets
to
it.
assassinate this guy?
Jesus.
I think Jim's rolling some dice.
No, I'm not gonna. I legit walked out. Like, I walked into the other room trying to be, like, listening in, but also... not, like, far enough not to hear the insufferableness.
So, anyways, dudes, and Helena walks up and she says, look, we're here for the artifact, the Beacon of Innocence. It's supposed to help me with whatever's going on with me. And the High Speaker looks at her and he's like, you've suffered much, child. I see it in your past. Some voice in your head, something screaming for you to attack, something that harms others, places judgment on them regardless. Yeah, no, sorry, we don't have it right now.
Where is the location of the item we seek?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, funny story. Apparently the Necretians, you know, like, yeah, I know that they have like beefs with the Inquisition all the time, but like, apparently they caught wind of you guys because of some fiasco that happened near the docks. So they kind of came here, and they threatened to murder every single one of the patients if I didn't give up the beacon.
You are of the failure,
And,
then.
Wow.
Oh,
so
yeah, no-
I
no
actually
denying
agree
that,
with
buddy.
Pedal Drop here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, like,
this is not unusual. Petal Drop is usually of the correctness.
We'll
there
see
were like a
about
large
that.
number of them, and I didn't want to consign these innocent people to death. But yeah, I do
Ruin your
consider it totally
morals.
on my hands, and I do consider myself having failed for that. And, you know, I apologize.
So what are you gonna do to get it back? Apologies won't get it back.
This is of your job.
I mean, they left only like a few hours ago. You might be able to track them down and stuff.
You are of the Wraithless. Let's go, Gales. Petal Drop is going to just follow whatever general direction that they think the people went while grabbing a hold of the two Gales. Two raids.
What direction did they go in? At least tell us some helpful information, please.
So
Otherwise-
Sister Stabby did follow them for a bit, and she was able to get and she like tried to follow them, but she almost died as a result. But luckily, your old boy, Speakazahu, I managed to get my hands on this, and he is going to produce a remnant of one of the Necretian cultist robes that is emblazoned suddenly with the symbol of Blur, and he says, these guys cause a lot of suffering and not for good reason, so that's kind of a big, like, no-no for us, you know. Suffering's supposed to, like, have a purpose. We don't like this fucking torture, you know.
Oh god, this is a kink community, isn't it?
Oh, no, quite the opposite. In fact, we're incredibly unhorny. Something about, like, you know, and he just gestures to the fact that, like, he lives in a temple filled with incredibly sick people. Doesn't really create a sexy mood. But yeah, I was able to get this, and
And then there's a guy.
If you have any
in the
kind of-
corner that's like, oh my.
well, that guy's horny, but like, you know, we don't judge. Hey, this is a judgment-free zone like Planet Fitness, except we let you cancel your subscription without having to jump through fucking hoops.
Oh god, that hits too close to home.
I had to try for over a year to stop my fucking subscription.
I just canceled my bank account.
I should have done that earlier.
So, what do they hand us?
A scrap of one of their robes. And Speaker Zehu says, if you have any kind of magic that lets you, like, track people through their items or anything, or if you have, like, anyone you know that would be able to do that, then that's one thing you can do. But otherwise, you might be able to use this to get clues regardless. I mean, whoever was wearing this funky-ass red robe, they had to create quite a scene as they kept on walking through town, you know, with our shit. So,
Does
yeah.
anyone have this magic?
No. I don't have none.
Mark on it.
Okay. Is anyone
I
gonna
wasn't
do
expecting
something?
you to.
Otherwise, I'm doing something impulsive.
Well, now that you say that, I want to follow the impulse and see where it goes.
I think I should
a
have a
dark
hit.
evil.
I literally don't have any spells that can do that.
Yeah,
I have
Well-
red crumbs, but that's a willing participant, not just a piece of cloth.
All right. with one hand, Hatterdrap is grabbing something from her pockets. With the other hand, she is grabbing the speaker bro. That's gonna be That's going to be, I believe, a 35 athletics to grapple them.
You want it?
Sure. A 35 to grapple him?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at something. Let's see. I didn't stat this guy out, but I do have a general level for him, so I'm just seeing what his fortitude DC would be if I did stat him out.
If you go DC by level, that would be... Well, it depends on the level. But, are they below level, 15? No, like level 17.
Let's see. He has a high fortitude, but no, he's definitely not level 17. It's more difficult than you And you know what? I'm actually going to say that he doesn't resist. You do grab him, and he's like, whoa, Funky Bro, I just said we weren't horny here.
Oh. This is not of the sexualness.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank Blura.
This is of the practicalities. And in my other hand, I took from my pockets manacles, which I braced to them. You are not shining as brightly as you can. You are like a companion of canines. Woof. You are now our tracking hound. Proceed with the tracking now.
Ah. See, there's a slight problem with that, bro, and that's the fact that, that's literally your job, and my job is, any gestures at the incredibly sick people in the temple. I'm literally 70% of the workload here.
You, congratulations. You have been promoted, through the power and...
Oh, no, this is a demotion for me.
You now have 2 jobs. Welcome to capitalism.
I actually oppose capitalism on many fronts. And his wrists begin to, like, burn red hot until the manacles melt off, and you see that they kind of melt into his skin, leaving visible burn marks. So, yeah, I mean, look, I will admit that I've made, that I have not been as helpful as I wish I could be, but, this whole tracking thing and, like, hunting down criminals thing is, your jam, not mine.
I'm gonna pull out my scythe and use my quick coercion and just tell me where we could find a tracker. And kind of put it, like, right under his chin.
Alright, roll me intimidation.
I will love to. Where is intimidation? There it is. You know what? I want this to work, so I'm gonna use a hero point.
Alrighty.
36.
36. As you raise your scythe, he actually steps forward and, like, has it pierce his neck slightly. And he says, so, bro, please stop pulling out weapons in my literal charity place. Like, I understand I've made some mistakes, but I've been accommodating. I've procured evidence.
You have
I'm happy to point you in the right direction.
You come with us.
Can I find someone that can track this since you failed to do so?
I'm sorry for failing to do your job for you, but beyond that, look...
After that comment,
bro,
I push it up a little bit higher.
And he actually pushes forward so that it is actually, like, cutting his neck, and he giggles a little as, like, blood comes from his mouth, and then he steps back as it heals. Bro, I'm half troll. I'm also a sanctified cleric in the most holy place in the city for my goddess. I'm not exactly able to be physically threatened. If it was like just me, I wouldn't have given up the beacon. I was concerned for the many incredibly sick patients all around you, you psychopath. However, because I'm worried that you're worse than the cultists, I'm gonna take a look through my records, and see if I can find any places for you. So I'll be back. And he's actually going to go into his he's actually going to go back into his sanctum, and the leper that you're helping heal Heelbo is going to look at you and be like, Brother Heelbo, Speaker Heelbo, I'm thank you for what you do as an inquisitor in this city. Do you mind if these scary people leave soon? I've seen so many horrors already, and this is the only place I've been safe for years.
I want to make a medicine check.
What for?
I want to see how close he is to dying of leprosy. May I do that?
Absolutely.
That's gonna be a 29. Is he dying of leprosy right now?
So, with a 29, that's a pretty good roll. I will say that, you see that at one point, he was definitely, so leprosy is not a direct cause of death for people, but you can see that there's, some permanent injuries that he has from leprosy. You don't think he'll ever use his left hand quite right again. However, he seems to be recovering from it more than he's dying of it at this point.
Okay. Cool.
Holy shit, someone made a spider web thing, a spider shooter.
Okay.
That actually works.
Okay. And after about 10 minutes, the high speaker comes back out, and he comes out with some notes, and he says, "Alright, so I looked through our records of the people that kind of live in these lower level slums. There's a few people. There's only one person I can really point you towards. I don't know if you'll like it. So I think she goes to the local dive bar, Sailor's Regret, these days a lot. She stops by sometimes, but her name's Jarek. She's an Ardonde, one of those, tree people, wood elemental. And she used to be one of them, one of the Fingers of Nakrush. We try to rehabilitate them. Most of them are too brainwashed. She luckily was able to get out, which is an accomplishment, man. Good for her that she has graduated from active cult hurting people to merely being an alcoholic bar fighter. Baby steps, But if there's anyone that could lead you to the Necrushian chapel, where they're probably squaring away your stuff as we speak, that would probably be the person.
We go there now, then.
Have a great time.
You aren't gonna forcefully kidnap him anymore? Okay. That's a good idea.
I thought
Thanks
of
for
it.
stopping by, Heelbo.
I'm glad to always be of service to the people.
And he's going to kind of come close to you, Heelbo, and whisper in your ear, "Hey, so we're gonna be moving the church because those two ladies are fucking psychopaths."
I would like to use my read lips ability to read what they're saying.
Sure. You're able to read everything he's saying. We have abuse survivors here, some kids from bad homes that we're just trying to stop by. They don't live here, but they get medical services from us before they go back to their orphanages. Having people like that can bring back a lot of bad memories, and while we embrace suffering, Heelbo, you know that we don't go out of our way to cause unneeded suffering that doesn't heal and just hurts more. We're not trying
I'm
to
gonna
break these
shake
words.
my head up and down, but the people that I recently have been healing have probably been like, he's been making me suffer.
Well, yeah, that's suffering to heal. That's everything we stand for. So yeah, just don't let them know the location of the new place, and while any other Inquisitor buddies you got are fine, if you ever see them coming towards the church for any reason, please just let them know politely but firmly that they are not allowed, and that they may have something resembling a restraining order.
I just wink
did,
at them and finger guns and walk out.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
say
really
that
don't
loud
want
enough?
her murdering any patients.
I kill one
did-
on the way out. No, I'm kidding.
I
She
killed
immediately
two.
invokes the divine wrath. No.
I killed two on the way out just to one up Jen.
So anyways, my psychopath friends are going to be arrested by the guard.
I mean, do you actually, like, attack any patients?
No.
No, I don't.
That sounded like a yes, they do.
No, I am not that murderous. I just have different morals from humans. Blah.
As you guys leave, you hear, you see, like, a small child that, like, is on crutches and is coughing, quietly, like, say, "Speakers, who are the scary people leaving?" "Yeah, they are, and they will never get allowed back, don't worry." As the door closes behind you...
Wait, no, do I hear that?
I would, you know what, I'll say roll me perception, but it's not a high DC. Because it's not like they're trying to, like, the child's concerned for their safety, they aren't concerned for secrecy.
Oh god.
I didn't roll super good. Does a 24 work, I believe?
I'd say that you hear, like, most of it.
I start moving out. I depending on me, if I'm like halfway out the door, I push back in.
I'm just
As
waiting.
the door begins to close, you, like, shove your way through, and it, like, actually closes behind you.
I'm literally waiting for somebody to kick the crutch out from underneath the child.
Wait, did the door close out and I'm not on the inside?
You're on the inside, no. You're on the inside.
No, we are not of the leaving now.
I'm gonna actually try to usher them out.
Pedal
Hey,
Trap,
hey,
I don't think we should torment
Good.
children. Just people who don't want to give us information and failed at their duties.
Alright.
Come back here, Lacey. Just slowly. Look, kid has nothing to do with this. If you have any problems with me, you can attempt to murder me anytime that I'm not taking care of the city's unfortunate and poor. You'll fail, but you can at least have some fun trying for a while.
You are
Sure, if you want, I can step outside right now and you can try.
Jim, do I want to? I mostly just want to antagonize him.
Your character's more impulsive. I didn't want you to attack a child.
I wasn't gonna attack a child.
Or torment or scar a child.
Yeah. He just asked you to step outside, so I guess.
I want to keep on doing my work, but if you need to blow off some steam so you can do your work, which is also important, then I'm happy to step outside and be your punching bag for a bit.
You do your work poorly, and I expected better of you. Best
One of the
you.
patients actually yells out, "I was actually dying on the street when he personally dragged me in here. Wow, these people are assholes."
Wait. Did Claudia and Hilbo come back in? I might do something if it's just me and the rest of them.
I did.
If you try to step inside Heelbow, you actually go through perfectly. Claudia, even with the door open, you just bounce off some invisible barrier as the symbol of Blura appears. And you just feel this. If you try to step inside, you feel this unspeakable sorrow in your soul for a few moments before it fades away.
I do not try to go
I
back
already
in.
feel
Okay.
that.
I need to.
Do you want Claudia inside or outside? I guess is the thing.
I do not.
Want not what? There's two options, Chris.
I do not want her inside.
Okay then. I said that through the door. I just said, please don't hurt the child.
So, looking at the one who looking at the one who said they actually saved me in the streets.
Yeah, you see it's a young woman, probably like 19.
I'm gonna do.
She has a very clear, like, bruises.
I'm going to do a thing.
I'm scared.
I'm messaging you something.
I wanna know.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Where the fuck is my
And I was joking when I said that I was going to start punching children.
And then I am going to say something.
Jesus. The secrecy.
Jim really cannot handle secrets. Except when he's doing them.
Hey, I can handle secrets. I think
Different.
they're hilarious.
That is a lie. You are still of the dying. All that was prolonged was your suffering, and then I'm going to make a deception check for that blatant lie.
Oh, sure.
I mean, is it a lie? Existence is pain.
I would like to say because of the thing
That you typed
that I
up.
sent on that. Yeah, I'm trying to give some vibes without taking forever to type up my reasoning and just also without saying it. But I think that should maybe make it easier for me to lie because they might not fully understand.
I'm giving a bonus for it.
I'm going to spend a hero point.
Yeah.
That's an 18 on the die.
What's the total roll?
The total roll is, I got to take a calculator out. 31. I actually didn't need a calculator. And that's kind of like, I'm maybe not trying to convince everyone, I'm just trying to convince as many people as possible. Okay,
I'm convinced.
and then I leave.
Let me roll something.
Oh no.
Now, Jim, if you knew
Pedal
what
drop
I...
does a 48 hit your AC.
Oh, yeah.
So, as you're getting ready to turn to leave, all you guys hear from the outside is some young, sounds like a young woman scream and then crying, and then you hear something, alright, that's enough, and then you just see Pedal Drop fly out of there, part of her skin, like, peeling back to her face.
I would like to do this. Can you roll damage first?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
39 points of damage.
That's nothing. Okay. Oh, you see skin falling, starting. Some
Wait.
skin.
It's a 48 a hit or a crit?
It's a crit. I already doubled it. Oh, you might have other shit
Okay,
there.
78 then.
Yeah. If you don't have anything special, I already did that.
I will say you are stunned 2.
Do I get a save on that stun too?
It's a result of the attack.
Wow, that's bullshit. As you, I will say what happens as you as a punch, and you see Gan starting to fall, revealing a robotic android underneath.
Yes.
And the last thing you guys hear from the doorway is, "Oh shit, even I didn't expect that," as Blura's symbol blares and the door closes. And Pedal Drop, from your perspective, the high speaker just manifested a symbol of Blura that slammed into your chest, and what caused you to be stunned was that you were just filled with this unspeakable sorrow that actually, like... for you, I'm gonna have you roll a will save for it.
Okay. I'm
'Cause you
actually
have
good
some
at
unique
this.
circumstances.
Oh, that's a 31.
31?
Yeah.
It actually overloads your processor for a moment, and all of your emotions are fully turned on for just a moment, in addition to this suffering.
Okay, as soon
Only for a moment, though.
as soon as we get that, as soon as that finish, friends, where might the the boom boxes be located?
If you plan on blowing up the temple, I will have to put a stop to that.
Oh, that. I'm sorry, Pedal Drop. I cannot lie, there's a child in there.
We shall postpone this excursion for explosions till later then.
Let's make sure there's
Claudia,
no
roll me
kids.
perception.
Alright.
This is kind of a retroactive one.
31.
There were several children in there,
God damn
and
it.
some of the screaming came from children.
Oh, god damn it.
I literally will have to stop Pedal Drop as best as I can before I get put down if explosions are about to happen on the Temple of Blura.
I don't have anything to explode. Well, I have some things to explode currently. I don't have
It's
anything
actually a
for.
class feature.
I
don't
was
have
gonna say,
anything
yes,
to
you do.
I don't have enough things to do the explosions at the level I want to do.
There you go.
I'm gonna yell, I did not initiate the act of aggressions.
You sort of
And
did.
on the wall where the door was, the symbol of Blura fades to form the symbol of a middle finger.
I was actually gonna say, this is actually Hilbo speaking. I'm gonna say, you sorta did.
No.
Life is about perception. You perceive Pedal Drop as the aggressor. Pedal Drop perceives Zahu as the aggressor.
I antagonized.
You both literally threatened him in the middle of a temple to bring you out to the people and call him a failure.
Yes.
I mean, I was aggressive towards him. I would have deserved that completely.
Pedal Drop did immediately try to literally restrain him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was passive.
That's not
though.
aggressive at all.
That's not aggressive. If I learned anything, it's you just put them in handcuffs and then choke them to death.
I was not going to choke them. They were
I
below
know.
our station.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm not surprised you guys are no longer allowed in the temple.
We aren't allowed in a temple anymore?
Like they could stop us.
Claudia had already figured that out when Claudia tried to walk through the door real quick.
Helena says, "Wow, even I haven't been banned from a Temple of Blura before.
Welcome to the party.
I didn't know that's a thing that could happen."
You are of the babies. This makes sense.
And
Um,
Helen is just going to sigh.
I so just want to walk up to the door, open it, and just kind of like step in and step out and step in and step out. Like, I can still go in.
Shan thinks it's a game, so she starts following suit, and she's like dancing between like in and out of the door.
I mean,
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
plan to
actually gonna
ever
do that because I know
go
that the high
back
priest
here.
wants us to fuck off. So, no, I don't think we're gonna do that.
Oh, I was gonna say that he says, "Suh, dude," every time you step in, and then like later, bro, every time you step out.
No, I don't want pedal drop to be triggered further into blowing his place up. So,
So,
no.
you guys know that the Beacon of Innocence has been taken by Necretian Cultists.
I can't
And-
wait till Jeremy gets back and has to hear this. As you all go back to the
Oh, don't
temple of
worry, it's
Blair,
being recorded. He'll hear it.
two
Beautiful.
people are not allowed in anymore.
What is up with me and being wanted or banned from things in tabletop RPGs?
Also, I would like to say that Pencil Drop thinks that she is fully innocent.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
You could even say that she's a Beacon of Innocence.
There's the door. No, wait, there's the door.
that was actually funny, Athena. Hey, babe, your friend of much anger and impulsiveness did the striking upon me. Heal these, please. Why is every character I play just absolutely the base?
Aurora's not the worst.
Okay.
Silco is the worst.
I
I'm
like
not-
all of your characters.
I don't usually do this in any game, ever. Not once. But I'm going to, meditate somewhat and see if my own god would like me to heal him. Heal them.
You know what? I'm gonna say roll religion for me real quick.
I will. Because
Chris, I know a way I could heal you.
Yeah, you do. What's the way? I can. Also, if you don't, I'm gonna make. I can also heal myself.
37.
I can also heal myself multiple ways. It's funnier if I make you heal me.
Oh, of course.
I know. This
Healbo,
is why I'm...
you
This
seek
is why-
guidance from Blura, and for a moment, you are one with the suffering around you, and you feel Petal Drop suffering, and you feel your goddess reaching out to her suffering, and then you just hear a word in your head, nah.
I
Now
was,
it-
just, I was
now
waiting
it-
for you to, like, show me a visage of her just shaking her head like, no.
Healbo, you realize through this insight that Petal Drop has other ways to heal, and those might be a better way for her to learn through suffering than for you to heal.
Alright, Pet
Yeah,
doesn't learn.
I'm going to refuse the healing. I'm sorry. This was... I'm gonna say that I see you as the aggressor, so probably not. In the Temple of Blura.
Oh,
I mean, are you sure, dude? Helena speaks up. Look, she's a little bit crazy, but we've been attacked a few times, and I don't want her falling and that causing Shan or anyone else to get hurt.
I'm curious what Healbird would say.
I just said it.
In regard to what Helena just said.
I'm going to have to refuse. This
Well,
is
then
actually a first for Healbo because he doesn't refuse to heal shit.
Are you
then
not
looking-
doing your job, Healbo?
then looking at Helena, it is of the okay. I possess the explosions, and
I'm gonna step back.
my finger
He
is going
immediately
to
pushes Shan behind her.
my fingers are going to start creating these thousands of micro combustion, like 10 on each fingers, and then I kind of like laser surgery style, push it down my arm, and as you do so, you see my arm literally explodes, and then the skin heals. The skin is like bent, but it heals. And then I'm gonna have to do some other shit, and we're gonna be here for a bit.
I'm honestly just going to say, because that's badass as hell, no resources expended, you're healed to full. If you're not maxed out on hero points, take one.
I love it, and first, I am sorry for. I think it's not. I think people figured out that I am playing a chaotic evil character, and I am sorry for that. Except I'm not.
Oh, you are fine. No, I had fun with that. Just a quick check, and I hope you don't. I hope it doesn't feel like I was trying to like bully you that scene. I just had to play the NPCs as they were.
Oh, I felt so bullied, Athena. So bullied.
You're so mean.
Thank goodness. I for a second.
She's just the worst, isn't she?
I was
She's
concerned that you might
absolutely the worst.
have fun.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I even felt bullied. So, somehow.
Well, you were supposed to, because I bully gingers, especially.
although I will say,
Yeah, you
I
know
do
the
think the NPC should have been like, you're right, I am such a miserable failure, I will come and help track because I failed at my duty. Like, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, see, he's very focused on his job of healing people that are going to die otherwise, so...
But are they though?
But when I take back,
Technically not all of them would immediately die.
depending on what happens after the it happens to Blossom, when I get back after the campaign, like when I get back to running it, this temple might be on fire.
Chris has too much power.
Jesus.
In Illinois.
He is technically the GM of this whole setting, so... There's not much I could do to stop that.
Which is why it would be funny.
Hold on.
Just as the temple begins to burn, Zahu's just like, no, God no longer favors us!
Chris, remember, they're moving temples though, so you gotta get that one too.
Well, most likely it would already be moved, which makes it more morally forgivable.
What are morals, Chris?
There's something. Petrol drops have morals, they're just not the same. But no, I did not feel bullied. I was 100% being, like, impulsive.
I was also encouraging.
I have
Thank you
fun
for
with
checking
it,
in.
but I just wanted to check in.
Yes, and if I ever get too much with my impulsivity, just tell me to turn it down for a scene. Petrol drop can't adjust that setting.
Chris.
Absolutely.
I won't allow it. I'm gonna encourage your impulsivity.
I know you will, bitch.
I'm enjoying the chaos. So,
Okay.
you guys have...
Hey, I just sent you a message, Athena, and I am going back into the temple for a little bit. I gotta help 1 minute or so.
Alright, you head back into the temple, and do you want to roleplay this out, or do you just want it to be something that happens off screen?
Something that happened.
I will tape a message back to you.
Something cinnamon roll cupcake. Oh. The fall vibes are here.
So he explains what I sent you the message. Yeah, he explains basically what I sent to you to Healbo. Now, guys, you were given a lead, albeit by Zahu.
Shitty.
You do have-
Ever.
So you
Why
can
does it
follow his
sound like
guide and
the DM hates their own NPC. I made this NPC with hate.
all of
Because
it.
because that makes a good punching bag, and we love a punching bag.
And if you hate it, you don't mind it when the party kills it somehow. In a blaze of
But
fire.
you guys have a lead. You are apparently a former cultist named Jarek, and Ardande. She frequents the local dive bar, just a very scummy place, the Sailor's Regret. And if anyone wants, they can roll Society if they want to know more about that. If you want to try to find clues on your own, however, you can also try to search the city as well. You guys are one of the lower slum quarters in the floors below a lot of the
Society, but
marketplaces.
it's not one of my good ones. But I got a 30. That's not bad.
Oh my god.
So
Wait, no,
I
you're stupid. So,
I care, but Petra Black Drop would not care.
What?
I would care, but Petra
About
Drop would
what?
not care. The dive the society's check.
I also probably wouldn't care because I don't think Claudia's ever coming back to this hellhole. Her words,
So
not
I care-
Jen's.
Care about what exactly? Like finding
The
clues?
society. No,
Or-
the society on the dive bar.
I
Yeah,
did get a 30, just so I could know.
So you know that the Sailor's Regret is it's frequented a lot by the Bloodjaw crew, but also by some other let's call them bad customers. You know that you actually know, Heelbo, that it sometimes acts as a recruitment station is the best word, but it'd more be a trafficking place, if we're going to be honest, for the Necretian cult. After all, they sometimes pump up their numbers by kidnapping people when they're in the lowest parts of their life, albeit, ergo, people at a dive bar literally drinking themselves to death or doing other things to death, and take them into the cult and brainwash them in. So you know that happens there. As for this Jarek individual, you've heard of her. You've never really interacted with her, but she apparently gets into a lot of brawls there, and she's been brought in by the Keepers of Peace and Order before. So, you know of that bar. If you guys want to look into any other clues, however, just let me know, and you can, I'll let you know what to roll to look into, to try to find other information.
We literally threatened a person to, pretty actually altruistic priest to death. We threatened them with death because we did not feel confident in our ability to figure this shit out. No, we are going to the bar.
Alrighty. So, you guys head to the bar, and you guys are walking through these streets. You're still in a place attached to the docks, so you see various shark folks working on the piers and stuff. In fact, just for visual effect, I'll take us back to that map. I think it's a good map for this area.
Is this the same place where we saved the shark people?
Yeah, I'm just taking you to that map. In fact, I'm even going to say that the dive bar in question is this blue building near the bottom of the map. Second to the bottom.
Well,
I'll even
what I'm wondering is if they were happy that we saved people earlier.
The Speakers of Suffering.
Well, them and the people at the dive bar. Because we helped save sailors and stuff. And hell, the bartender, we just made sure that we kept some customers alive.
That is true.
Yeah, actually, as you guys walk in, you guys immediately, like, shark folk and other people start looking over at you, and while at first it might seem to be like, you know, the whole, like, stereotypical, like, kind of like an early Star Wars, like all the tough people are sizing you up, seeing if you're trouble, and if you're trouble, they gotta stop. After like just a moment, recognition dawns in a few people, and there's just a cheer. Hey, it's the saviors of the docks! And one of the Blaha, a shark folk, strangely fuzzy looking in a business suit, walks up and actually claps Claudia on the back and says, You saved my life, Choom. Thanks for that.
Of course, of course. Rounds on me.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
shavings?
We could have gotten free drinks and you're buying them drinks?
Yes!
We couldn't possibly accept that.
I have to kind of balance my shitty reputation I'm about to gain with good reputation.
God, I hope I get drunk enough because I'm totally gonna be like, you guys have been great. We just threatened a priest a little while ago.
High speaker, not priest.
Oh. I mean, like, it was like a priest of, like, Baphomet or something, like, right? Like, it wasn't like the priest of Blora that, like, saved my mom from breast cancer last year or anything, right?
Just gets quiet.
Yeah.
Correct. And this is not a lie because Pelzer dropped it. Honestly, I don't think Pelzer Drop paid attention to a priest it was.
Neither did Claudia.
Jesus.
Please tell me I get drunk enough to back that stupid so we can start some more nights.
If you want to
Absolutely,
drink, it's on to Claudia. Tell me how much I'll spend.
I
I
will say that, like,
Okay. I will say that Heelboat is actually going to get wasted off a free drink. Why? Because it's suffering. In the
It is.
morning.
Yeah, the next day is suffering.
Elbow's just downing this stuff, being like, I can't wait for that hangover.
No, but anyways, yeah. If I'm drunk enough, I will literally be like, yeah, we're having a great day so far. Those two over there is threatening to freeze. It's a good day. And they're apparently going to burn the temple to the ground eventually.
Alright, so, Drew, what stage of alcohol poisoning do you want Yobo to be experiencing?
I don't know about alcohol poisoning.
I'm only calling it that because alcohol is actually an ingested poison, the same as that slumber wine that we wanted to use in that short-term campaign.
Okay, the
Here's
slumber
the-
wine is different. It was awesome. And it's still awesome. Because it's awesome.
Let me know which of these stages you want Heelbo to be experiencing, as you, I think for a while the party, like, the place is rowdy and partying. Shan is, like, having a glass of milk.
I can't see it quite this second. Hold on one moment.
Helena's actually interacting with some of the sailors around, and, like, you guys can actually tell she's, like, bewildered that, like, the people in this floor, this layer of the city, aren't,
Where
like,
did you send
judging her.
that to?
What?
Oh, wait, there. Got it.
Yep, I posted it in Inquisitors of Dognares, little thread.
Clumsy thing.
I'm going to look.
Let's go with stage 4.
I'm going to
Stage
go.
4.
Camera.
I am going to go to Helena.
And I did say that to several sailors.
Oh no.
Friend, you appear to be of the befuddled state. Yes,
Are you talking to me?
Helena.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You see that Helena, like, quickly hides her beer, and the shark folk lady that she was talking to immediately takes it and downs it and says, Nachum, she was just hanging out with me. I'm just double fisting here. Worked a long day at the docks. And Helena says, yeah, I am not old enough to drink.
If the kid wants to drink, the kid could drink.
I do not of the care. I asked if you were befuddled.
I do not of the care. I love that speech. Thank you very much, Chris.
Oh, I love how Pedal Drop speaks. It's so distinctive. You guys know from literally all of my characters, I love when characters have distinctive like vocal patterns.
Oh, I stole it from Starfire from Teen Titans.
I thought
Beautiful.
so, but I was like, no.
Even better.
That's amazing.
He's such good inspo. Hyobo, I'm gonna give you a hero point for this, by the way. Drew, your roleplay has been on point, it's been beautiful, and now you're drunkenly rambling about how your friends threatened your boss, basically. And all the poor, sick people in one of your workplaces.
Usually when your friends threaten your boss, you, like, champion them for being such great friends, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first of all, I at no point defended him physically or vocally, because I think Hyobo would also find him annoying. But
So he did you a favor.
I also will not start just punching him in the middle of the room, being like, "You're a dumbass, motherfucker."
Yeah, we did it for you.
Yeah, because we are really fucking great friends. You would get fired if you did what you wanted to do.
So we just got banned from a temple for you.
I don't know if I would get fired. I think that Blur would be pissed.
I
Fired
also
from your
don't think
religion.
I don't think this is the first time Pedal Drop has been banned from a temple.
I'm sure this is
I'm
not
just
the
waiting
first.
to see what the
but-
sailors do. Because, yeah, I will have a drunken conversation with some of the sailors while I'm drinking with them.
Beautiful. So, a few things happen at the same time. First of all, Helena is like looking at you, Pedal Drop, and she's like, "I'm not befuddled. I mean, I have the first buzz of my life, and it's not bad. I don't really think this is my thing, but it's nice to try." And she like leans in a little bit closer. These people aren't. Do you know what it's like to be different, to feel broken, I guess? Pedal Drop?
Too real.
I am going to look at her. Did you not see me earlier? Yes.
I guess that was a silly question.
It was, but we are supposed to appreciate the silliness.
I guess you're right. I've always felt that way. And I've tried to protect Shan from it, but I can tell that she's felt that way more than once. The culture's different in the Akarthian lair. People don't really care if you're a tiefling in other lairs, I guess, but we were never really in a position to just leave. So we just kind of dealt with it, and I didn't realize how dramatic it'd be, but here I'm a person like anyone else, I guess.
Yes.
And it's...
Please tell me that if Pedal Drop ever laughs, it's going to be a lot like what I just posted.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified as I open this.
Oh.
I am not going to open it because I'm recording.
Yeah, there's a non-zero chance.
Because you just said that we are supposed to be of the happy or something like that. And I was just thinking, like, if Chris was to laugh with this character, it would be this.
Yeah, there's a non-zero chance.
So great.
But yeah, I always felt broken, and I don't know, here I get to be just a person. And the shark folk next to her like punches her arm gently and says, pretty fucking strong person, Choom. I'm really bad at the accent that Phineas does. I'm trying, damn it.
He assaulted her, kill her! Kill him! I'm kidding.
You murder her! No, as this conversation is happening, the bartender walks up to Claudia and, like, he's a fairly small goblin shark folk. His pulled back lips, like, expose his rows of teeth, and you see his mouth actually extend to take a bite of the sandwich he's eating. And he says to you, "Hey, Jum, so I know you said that you were buying everyone drinks.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No.
No, no.
It ran up. So,
No.
just to let you know, thanks to your business, this would have been the most profitable day in this tavern's history, actually, because people are buying those drinks, on your tab, because they don't want to pay and they, just had a near-death experience. I ain't trying to profit off it, Chum. That's why I'm here to tell you. Don't worry about it. Look, bar's pretty profitable. And I think I might even turn this place around after this. Make it a place for people to be a little bit more merry, a little bit more. And this is when he hears Heelbo be like, "Yeah, we threatened the blur of priests and the patients," and then he looks over. He just reaches over his teeth to take a sip from his drink. So his goblin shark teeth just reach over to his little sippy straw as he drinks some orange juice to fight scurvy, of course.
Of course.
And he says, just takes a long sip, blinks, looks at Claudia. "So I was just here to say, whenever you have that gold for the tab, that would be fantastic."
I mean, I was going to pay either way, but because you heard that story, let me tell my side of that story now, alright?
Alright, I'll be fascinated to hear your side of the story. What is your side of the story? Because I do want to give you a fair shake.
Meanwhile, in the background, I'm gonna be like, and one of them, they put the scythe right up to my head priest's throat. It was the craziest shit. And
I'll just look and go, "Yeah, I did that." But
That's
there's
gonna
a reason.
require. So, what reason did you threaten to kill the man that saved my dear sweet sister from fin cancer last year?
See, I didn't threaten to kill. I knew that none of my damage my scythe would not hurt him at all. I just was expediting the process of getting knowledge that I need to save my daughter. He was wasting precious time of mine by dilly-dallying and not telling us where I needed to go. And sure, my methods are a bit extreme. But
Oh my god, babe.
Sometimes you gotta get extreme to get what you need. I will not harm anyone in this establishment or this town.
I love that.
Unless
so cute.
This looks like
they
something.
do me or my friends wrong. And you have my word at that.
Alright, Shim.
Jim gets a hero point.
You know what?
Jim
I'm
gets a
gonna say-
hero point. Jim gets a
no,
hero point.
That was good. I'm gonna say, roll me diplomacy.
Oh shit. Do I have diplomacy? Oh shit, I'm untrained.
You could probably use a hero point that Athena's just gave you, right, Athena?
I rolled a 14 plus a 5.
There are all those times that, obviously every time I call for someone to get a hero point, Chris, of course, hands them out. So I'll hand out the 0 hero points, Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, that was actually very well phrased, Jim. I was tempted to hold back the hero point just to spite Chris for a moment.
That's fine.
But I'm not that much of a dick.
Spite me, Game Master. Spite me hard.
No.
I don't know if you said Game Master or Gay Master, but either way I approve. You get Jim's hero point, but you're maxed out, so you don't get it.
It bounces back to me.
No, we just lose it.
Into the abyss.
The hero point abyss. No, actually, I will give Jim a hero point.
Thank you.
I got you, Jim.
And have I given Neilbo one for the drunken confession? No, I gave him one for good role playing.
Well, I thought that was both.
I thought those were related.
That was a
Yeah.
that's a 14 plus 5 on your diplomacy. He's going to pause. He's going to look at you, and he's going to say, "You saved a lot of people here today, Chum. You may have done some bad things in other parts of the city, but I'm just going to restrain my viewpoint to this beautiful city, Chum.
Well,
I'll take that gold for half the tab, please.
nah, the whole tab. What is it?
137 gold.
Do I have that much?
Probably.
137. I'm just gonna give him 300 for his struggles. Also, 90. Plus, it's easier math.
So anyways, you are my hero, and I love you. Drinks for everyone!
My tab's closed.
Keep the
Never
tab
mind.
open. Keep the tab open.
Nope. I paid the 300. I paid double because I know they halved it, so.
And your tab is paid off, but people are like looking over, and they don't seem to be looking over at you guys as fondly as they were before. And it is at that moment that, let's see, I really should have
At
found
least
art
they
for this
still
person
like
before.
me. That's all that matters.
That is all that matters. As you guys see this person enter the bar. No bow, but they're wearing fist wraps, hand wraps that seem to be like they seem to have dried blood on them. And there's a little bit of a hush as they walk in. And the bartender, his teeth kind of go near your ear, Claudia, as he whispers from his extendo goblin shark teeth. Ooh, that's Jarek. She's a pretty bad customer, as it were. You might want to stay out of her way, Chum.
Oh, that's who we need to talk to. I'll have what's her favorite beer? Or their favorite beer? Or alcoholic beverage?
She partakes of this 101% alcohol that's canon in everything that Athena GMs.
Dragon's piss.
Named Dragon's Piss. No one knows if the name is accurate.
Fun fact, Lenny drank a fuck like that.
It got imbibed a lot in my Starfinder campaign. I've explained to Jarek many times that it's incredibly flammable, but how did I get British? That it's incredibly flammable, Chum. But she don't give a fuck. Hey, just if it's about the Necretian cultist stuff, she ain't into that anymore. She's just your regular scum, not really your purview, as it were, my lady Inquisitor.
Alright, unrelated topic, and unrelated to anything that drunkard over there, and I'm going to point to Heelbo, has saying, how much for a keg of this dragon's piss?
Ooh, it's pricey actually.
My statement?
It's always been pricey. We had to spend money on it.
I just spent 300 gold on a bar tab right now.
I know, but do you really want to spend like another 300?
I honestly am just going to pull up the drug tab on Archives of Methods.
Yeah, That's the tab that we like to land on all the time.
This is a tab I've only opened twice before, and one time was because I was building an alchemist, and they can technically make drugs just like any other alchemical item.
Were you gonna make a Breaking Bad?
I was considering Breaking Bad. I was going to break some bad, possibly.
Was that how you were gonna become the
Someone's
business owner in that game?
Yes.
breaking lesson.
Oh shit.
Alright, I own a business. What do? I sell meth.
Barrel of Itchum would be 400 gold.
Oh,
But
well.
if you just want a bottle of it, good old 750 milliliters, that'll only run you 100.
God damn. Alright. I'm doing it.
I told you it was.
You said 100 or 200?
100.
Okay. Alright.
And if you shell out the gold, he gets you a big old bottle of it. And as he walks by, you see that, like, I don't know if Petal Drop has noticed the newcomer. Helena has, and, like, is just kind of stopping mid-sentence as she seems to actually be kind of bonding with Petal Drop for a moment there. And glances at the newcomer.
I'm probably being merry with the sailors and not paying attention.
Oh, he's a jolly good sufferer! Oh, he's a jolly good speaker! Hey, Healbo, heal me again!
Can you heal the alcoholism?
I can remove sicken status.
You can.
Infinite drunkenness! It's a loop.
Oh man, someone discovered the infinite
but I can
drunkenness.
fix the sicken.
So I see Petal Drop bonding with Helena and Healbo talking with the sailors. And I go, ah, fuck, I guess I have to do this. Please don't die. And then grab the dragon's piss.
When fell.
And Jarek begins to head to the bar, and you see the shark folk are giving her a wide berth. And as one begins to step away, she puts a hand on his shoulder and, like, leans in close. Johnny, heard you were talking to some red robes earlier. I wasn't talking to no one, Jarek. I wasn't talking to no one. Good. Because if you join them, you know that I'm going to have to beat your dumbass senseless. And she pushes him away before she sits at her stool, at one of the stools at the bar.
Is there a stool next to her open that Johnny was in that he's no longer in?
Oh, there's plenty open next to her. You can clearly tell that this Ardande woman has a reputation.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the dragon's piss, just go on over and sit next to them.
She glances over at you.
Jarek, is it?
Fuck do you want?
Do you want a short, or do you want to go through the bullshit first?
Never had much of patience for bullshit.
Alright, good. So I'll slide
What's the short?
I'll slide the dragon's piss over, and I'll go, I heard you are knowledgeable, and there's not a reveal like the I'm assuming it's a red cloth from the cultist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna reveal that and be like, this. And I'll throw it, like, on the table. I was told you were
Yeah, she seemed...
person
Oh,
to
sorry.
talk... No, sorry, I was just gonna say, I was told you were the person to talk to about information on this.
I'm not one of them anymore, if that's what you mean.
No,
And you
no.
see that, like, she's gone from ornery to, like, she actually seems a little... Roll me perception.
23. Actually,
She seems...
Yeah. No, I'm 23.
You can't fully read her, but she doesn't... She seems a little bit... Just slightly unsettled.
Can I tell by my actions or by the item?
I would say that the moment you pulled out that red cloth, something changed in her demeanor.
Okay.
I don't run in those circles anymore, and anyone that does, well, there's a reason these people keep a wide berth.
I understand, and I'm not pointing judgment. Even though the person I follow judges, but I am not that person. I don't care, quite frankly. I just need to know where to find them.
Where to find them. And she's going to look at you. People don't generally go to find the Necretians unless they have some great reason for it. So what is it? You looking to join up? You have a sister or brother join them that you want back? If it's the latter, I'm gonna let you know now. They're probably lost.
No,
They brainwash people when they're down on their luck. It took me years to break out of it. It's a combination of psychological and magical conditioning. It's not something that family love can save you from, just all willy-nilly. So if you think that someone's going to run into your arms saying that they're saved, then you're just going to get a knife in your throat, and I don't got any fucking time for that.
Quite frankly, I don't... Wait, do I know anyone that's in the cult?
That's up to you. But that could be a really interesting quest hook, especially since, they're kind of the main opposition that Inquisitors generally face. If you've been an Inquisitor for more than 10 minutes, you've probably fought the cult at least once.
Oh, for sure. I know I fought them. I will let you know if I know someone in there, but actually, should I need it? No. Not necessarily. I can make that work for later. Yeah, I'll let you know later.
Could be a cool roleplay hook.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I have ideas.
Ooh, awesome.
I'm looking for Athena help. Jim forgot. An item, was it?
The Beacon of Innocence.
I'm looking for an item that is very important to what I need and what I need to do. Right now, I don't think they have anyone that I care about, quite frankly. They might, but I just need to know where they are, because the sooner I get done with this, the sooner
oh, bitch! I need
I
to
can
cut my shirt.
find the person I'm looking for.
And she's going to finally... Have you offered the Dragon Spitz at all?
Oh, yeah. That was like the first thing I did, is like a peace offering. Like, I'm not here to hurt you or anything, I just want to talk type deal.
She grabs an empty shot glass out of the barkeeper's hands, and he just lets her, just grabs another one, like you can't, and he seems like he's equally like, a little bit scared of her, but mostly he just knows that this is how she acts in his bar at this point, and he's given up a little bit on dealing with it. And she just pours herself a shot, downs it, pours another one, downs it, and then pours another shot, grabs another shot glass, pours it, and then passes that shot glass back to you.
And I thought my drinking days were over. And I'll do whatever salute there is, and then down it.
Yep, you guys clink glasses and roll me a fortitude save.
Natural 20. 41 if you want the number.
And you down it easily. The DC was 30 because I am literally just using the price and DC for plasma hype. But you down it and you don't even cough. You don't even you don't seem like you need a shooter. I mean a follow-up or anything. Chaser, that's what they're called. And she looks at you and she says, "No one knows if the name is accurate. All I know is that it's the only thing that hits at this point." Fine. So, what is this item you're trying to find then, that the Necretians have. They have a lot of artifacts. Most of them are dark and dangerous shit that you don't want your hands on.
Wow. You just told me it 5 seconds ago.
Beacon of Innocence.
Beacon!
We're looking for a beacon. One of the not guilty.
Wait, are you talking about... I heard about it back in my days with them. The Beacon of Innocence is with the Speakers of Suffering. Barking up the wrong tree.
Mm-hmm. They had it.
As for them,
They lost it.
they fucking lost it. Wait,
Yep.
didn't the Necretians like go over there or anything?
Over to the temple, she said. They're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, they threatened innocence and they gave it away willy-nilly, without even a fight. For someone who is so strong and so wonderful, and so look at me, I'm half troll, half whatever. They just said, I'm gonna give it up and fail in all their duties.
Zehu's never had the stones to fight. He's always devoted to healing. Fucking pathetic.
I agree.
I say let those fucking orphans and them fucking sad little girls die.
Wow.
I mean, they are children. They deserve a chance at least, but...
That's not what you were saying a moment ago.
I was talking about Zahu.
So,
Oh,
you're saying he did the right thing?
I'm sorry. I realized what you said. I do not say the children part. I pretend like that does not affect me at all. I apologize.
You're fine. He's never had the stones. He
Well,
thinks he's gonna change things by healing these poor sick people, but all they're gonna do is get out, get fucking hurt again, come back whining like little bitches that they are. And at some point it's not gonna be him that finds them, but the Necretians again. And then they're just gonna bolster their numbers. That fucking Temple of Suffering should fucking burn for all it does.
I almost want to just have Gilbo be like, rude.
So fine, you need... Why the fuck are you needing this beacon though?
I'm on a
And at this point, Helena actually is going to, like, look at Petal Drop and, like, start approaching you guys. So I wasn't trying to interrupt you there, Jim.
No, you're good. You're good.
How dare you interrupt my buddy Jim, who is beautiful?
I'm so sorry, I'll take a negative hero point.
Villain point.
We get you first you to re-roll one thing, go 5 things.
Yes. Luckily, as the GM, I will award myself a villain point that cancels out the anti-hero point.
Life is about balance, after all.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Perfectly balanced as I desperately hope that my homebrew monsters end up being. But you were saying about a mission?
Do I see Hella or Helena?
Helena.
Helena walk over,
Yes, you do.
and I'll just kind of like try not to make it obvious, but like kind of point at Helena.
She glances over and Helena like meets her stare. And the Ardande woman, Jarek, looks back at you and then back at Helena. I'm sorry if you're trying to give me some fucking sob story about some dumb fucking broad. And Helena just speaks out.
I need that beacon so that I don't explode with the power of a demonic god and destroy everything. The Necretians probably don't even know what the fuck they have. But what they have is something that I need in order to not destroy, in order to not hurt people. Yourself included. And I'm gonna roll intimidation for Helena.
Let's go.
Fucking do it! Oof.
Oof.
Jarek looks back at her. And then she just looks back at you, Claudia. This broad for real?
Yep. I told you I was not gonna get into the bullshit. But now that we got into the bullshit, now you know.
Well, I was wondering why an Inquisitor was in here. And she downs another shot. And then she slams it on the table. In fact, I was wondering why 4 Inquisitors, including one that's going to be weirdly silent for the next 45 minutes of in-game time, were here. As she gestures towards Fox.
I get that reference.
Poor Jeremy's gonna come back and just be like, what the fuck did you guys do?
He should expect this.
Oh, 100%.
And Jarek is going to begin to get up, and it is at that moment... Let me just... Give me 1 second, guys.
1 Mississippi.
2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. Okay.
You see... I'm actually just going to put you guys on this map and then activate it.
Let's go.
And I'm just going to leave out all the other NPCs because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time setting up this map. Place yourselves wherever you'd like.
Where?
I'm actually going to go against what I just said and start putting down some shark folk.
Where?
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's some sailors sitting around a table, because that's where I'm at.
They're imaginary sailors.
Where?
No, I'm actually
You know
putting them
what?
down on the map
Actually-
now.
Fuck this, right over here. That's where I'd be. The couch is next to the fireplace.
Don't move all of the sailors away.
Where is this tree, Jarek?
No, I'm kidding. Actually, Athena, I have to be close to the bar so the bartender heard me. So, I'm sitting at this table.
You
Right.
could just be very, 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 very loud.
No, I don't want to be obnoxiously loud, but yeah, I was loud enough.
And now I actually have to create a token for Jarek. Luckily, I've already found a way to avoid having to actually stat her out yet. I mean,
Is this hole?
I
in the
never
ground?
cheat at anything.
Work well.
Is this hole in the ground actually
No, it's a big table.
It's cool to pour.
Actually, you know what? Because, you know what, I rescind that. I was thinking of it as a big table until you asked, now I thought about it. No, that's a hole into the abyss. You're in one of the lower layers of Dogner.
there? I want to Spartan kick someone and it's so bad.
Do
I
it.
would allow it.
Do it.
I have no reason to.
They told you to bow to them and give them a
I Spartan
offering
kicked
of
them.
water.
I
No,
Spartan
see,
kicked
let's,
them.
What these people said was, hey dude, so anyways, I'm gonna
Alright,
do some
yep.
charitable work for the
Yep.
city.
Bye. This is Sparta.
But I was helping the poor and innocent.
Oh, okay. Then this, I jump in and catch him, and then realize I can't jump out.
I mean, it's the thought that counts, bro. There,
How many-
Jarek has a token and is like next to Claudia there.
How many drunk people fell into this.
Not enough.
We don't like to talk about it. But you see these 4 individuals walk in, and they don't look as their tokens do, but as they walk in, Jarek immediately just pulls you close, Claudia, as well as Helena. Those Necretians. I've been watching them for a while. Let me just talk for a second. And you see Jarek immediately walk up. I'll even put like another one of them down, and this is just going to be my way of keeping Jarek out of the combat. You see her just immediately grab 2 of them and start like beating the shit out of them by the pit. Roll for initiative as the other Necretians yell out, "For the 50 fingers!" I have to actually start the encounter.
Oops.
Yes, I forgot I have to actually start the encounter for you guys to roll initiative.
I was like, why
He-
can't I click it?
You don't.
It didn't work.
Alright,
Oh,
so
oh yeah.
do I still have the clumsy 2 and the other?
Did we heal from the last one?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys would all be fully healed. Healbo, that was actually part of why I was asking earlier to see what you start with.
I know. I was just wondering.
I knew I was gonna roll a 2. I was gonna say watch 19.
Are you putting the status effects on my token?
I am working on that now.
Ha! I got 1 above the Necretian Abyss Caller. I'll have you know.
Yay!
Combat, wombats!
Wombo combo.
Wombo
My
combo!
initiative- I'm not gonna lie, my initiative is fucking insane.
I believe you took a feat for it. Let's see, you're stage 4, you're clumsy 2, and second 2.
The second I'm gonna get rid of. That's not a problem.
I'll even let you get rid of the second, like, if you remove the spell slot for it, I'll let you get rid of the second, like, before initiative is rolled.
Why would I use a spell slot for it? What kind of nonsense are you talking?
Oh, you don't need a spell slot, do you?
No.
Well, you're still clumsy 2, which is not great, but that's alright. And Healbo is the first to go, as you just see, Jarek, the Goran, sorry, not the Goran, the Ardande, she is just with her bark-covered fists beating the absolute shit out of these 2 Necretians. And one of them's like, "Suffering's like my whole thing, but this fucking sucks!"
Sorry, I'm just checking. All right. I don't know why it wanted to do this. Whatever.
And for the first time, I'm actually going to roll initiative for Helena.
How does Helena get above me? Bullshit!
She rolled? No.
I knew I was going last.
She did not. No. How does she have the same initiative as I do?
She rolled high, and she has a plus 13.
No. She has. Right. I have a plus 14. How does she have? So technically I go first, but I don't care about that. How does she have that high of initiative? Bullshit.
I have a plus 17 if it makes you feel better.
No.
Look at where I rolled.
What did you?
I don't know. Helena seems like she seems a little bit more powerful than she was.
It's all that alcohol.
Okay. I'll move here Mm. Yeah, that I'm probably gonna end my turn at that particular, because I don't want to run right up to their faces. Healbow's
All right.
not quick melee fighter, and all my spells are being 2s and whatnot. So yeah, fuck that.
Next to go is going to be one of the Necretian Abyss Callers, who is going to immediately... Let me take a look at ranges, see who's closest to him. It is solidly Claudia. So he is going to move. I'm actually going to move him this way for easiness sake. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is he within range?
Nope.
Barely out of range of what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I just said nope and hope for the best.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, he was in range from the start. Roll me a will save, Claudia.
How about not a will save? No, I dropped my dice. Oh.
Oh shit, I just realized I messed that up slightly.
Where did Healbow? Oh no, he's
Alright,
hiding.
now roll it.
35. No,
You
34.
succeed.
Sorry, 34.
You succeed. You're only going to take half of this.
How about I take
You're going
none
to
of
take-
it?
What's that?
No, I said, how about I take none of it?
Do you have a class
No.
feature that allows you to take none of it?
No, I was just hoping.
You will take 12 points of mental damage, and you are frightened 1.
As his right arm expands into tentacles, and you just see a vision that frightens you horribly. You see, in your mind's eye, you see your daughter for a moment, and then you hear the words, "The Crash Devours all." As you just see endless, hungry tentacles moving around this vision, and then you're back into the real world. It is now Petal Drop's turn.
Hey, that's me! Let's see. Oh, why are these guys so fucking far away?
Because they entered at the entrance.
How dare them?
Those bastards.
Everyone knows. You gotta enter through the exit.
I did say you guys could position yourselves wherever you want after placing them exactly where they've been.
Okay,
I feel like I had to be there based on where Jarek was.
I was where I was supposed to be.
Aren't we all? While you take your turn, I'm putting more Blahas on the map.
Blaha best.
I am going to. I need my actions. This is a action heavy build. I am going to delay until the bloodletters take the turn, and hopefully they do the thing that they're supposed to do and move up.
Alrighty.
So specific.
Helena is going to move behind this table, and she is going to take the hide action.
That's very smart of her.
I can't tell what color that is. Is that red? That's red.
Let's see, did it update properly? Yeah.
I did it.
She is not hidden very well, unfortunately, and realizing that she's in the open, she immediately is running over near Shan. And that is her turn. After that is going to be the next Necretian Abyss Caller. And this one is going to... That's a nice big area.
No, thank you.
She is going to call down... I mean, he is going... No, wait, yeah, this one... I'm going to say this one's a lady.
She is going to call down a divine wrath. Everyone roll me a will save.
How about not a will save?
Am I close enough for that?
Not you, sorry, I shouldn't have said everyone. Pedal Drop, Claudia, and Helena, roll me a will save.
36.
How up?
No, 34.
Holy-
Sorry. 34. Sorry.
Half damage.
Where's Pedal Drop compared to on the map?
Right here.
I am, Athena, just being full disclosure, I am re-rolling because I rolled my d12 instead of my d20.
Oof. Also, it needs to stop messing up these DCs.
Okay,
Sorry, I thought I had fully proofread this monster, but one of the numbers was a little bit off. It's a DC 29, not 26.
oh, well, I passed then. Didn't critically pass.
Alright. So you guys are going to take half damage, and Helena is going to take... none.
Damn.
You both take 13 points of damage.
Hey, I could do that math
And-
easily.
You suffer no other effects.
Yeah.
The Abyss Caller is then going to...
Sorry.
Yes?
That was just much lower than I was expecting.
Oops.
The Abyss Caller is then going to... he is just going to
Move up.
move
up.
to here.
More.
More!
Next is going to be one of the Necretian Bloodletters, the one on the left. And he is going to bring out a three-headed flail off of his back.
Is this
And
Darkest Dungeon art?
Oh, I totally stole the art from Darkest Dungeon.
That is amazing, and I'm kind of impressed that I knew that.
I'm proud of you. Hero point.
Oh, thank you.
So this Necretian Bloodletter is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then move
And he
again.
is going to strike his own back with his triple-headed flail as he uses May Blood Rain. So, I'm going to need a Fortitude save from... Let's see, it's 30 feet. 1, 2, 3... I'm gonna need a Fortitude save from Claudia and Helena.
Natural fucking 20!
You are unharmed. Helena barely makes it, taking
Is-
half damage. So
Is it 30 feet or 40 feet?
30 feet range.
Helena is outside of 30-foot range.
It is a 15-foot burst.
Oh, lame.
Helena is going to take 14 points of damage. And as this basically barrage of blood is coming from above, I fumbled the phone and I dropped it by accident. She is going to take... Oops, I have to add roll to that. She is going to take 3
Bless you.
points of bleed damage on her turn. And I'm just going to put it in her name for her current token. And that is that Necretian Bloodletter's turn. The other one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is going to run up to you, Claudia, and he is going to use Tear the Blood. So he is going to attack you. Does a 28 hit?
No, it does not.
Alrighty. So that is his turn. After that is going to go Claudia.
Nope. I delayed my action till
Yep.
after them.
After that is going to go Pedal Drop.
Action, move, then Shattery Dark Hand engulfs my blade. I'm gonna hit it. I only have
Alrighty.
to spend what? I only have to spend one blood dark mote because I have one stored in my weapon. Which I
Hell
can
yeah.
do because I spent an entire feat on that. We're gonna use a hero point for that.
We still didn't finish my companion.
Okay. I might switch dice because I don't know if this dice is balanced because I rolled another 18. And
Another
that's-
18.
And that's
total?
gonna be a total of fucking big, 39.
39 is going to solidly crit.
Well, it already did that, unfortunately. So, 2d12, then I need 1d4, then I need 2d6s. I wasn't able to use my overdrive ability yet. Backstab it, and it's trigger this time. This should be it. Small one. Oh, God. 5, 16, 20. Only 52 points of damage this time.
Only.
52 points of damage. He definitely felt that. And Pedal Drop, I need a
No, thank you.
will save from you.
No, thank you. Can you bleed?
Yes. That's a 31.
You will take half, so you'll only take 2d6 persistent bleed.
Oof. Oof.
So, Pedal Drop, you're going to take 9 persistent bleed damage. And you are, I believe you have a... Nope, you just have the persistent bleed damage. So actually, I'm going to remove that failure effect from you, because that's to give you the weaknesses. So, I'm going to say it happens at the start of your next turn is when you'll take that bleed.
Why not?
And is that your turn?
Why not? Why does it not go when you usually take it?
I think, doesn't persistent damage happen at the start of your turn?
End of your turn.
End of your turn?
I believe. I have it up. It's the end of your turn.
Okay, then you're going to take that 9 bleed at the end of your turn, which I believe is now.
And also you roll it each time.
Yep, that's why I'm kind of pre-rolling them and then doing them later.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Just because I don't want to delay it and then like slow things down.
Okay.
Claudia,
that's,
it is your turn.
How close is this one to the edge?
Which one?
The one closest to me.
He's a good 10 feet from the edge currently.
Can I... Alright, I think everyone knows where I'm going with this. I
Nope.
want this one to go
9
over
feet
the
from
edge.
the edge. 10 feet from the abyss.
I want him to go into the abyss. That is my goal for right now. Actually, this combat is to get someone into the abyss.
Alright, what do you do?
So, hold on. Let me look at my weapon. Can I trip with the scythe?
Yes. It has the trip trait.
Can I trip? So, does trip cause movement at all?
Nope, that's shove and reposition.
How many actions is shove?
1.
So
you would have to maneuver to like another
Yeah.
position, but
I
you
would-
could shove him in if you wanted.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move here and shove. And shove.
All right, if you critically succeed, I believe for hazardous terrain he would get a save, but honestly, I'm gonna waive that. If you critically succeed, he's going in there. You know, if you critically succeed, he'll have to try to grab a ledge, but if he fails, he's fallen.
I got a natural 20! Let's go!
Go!
So
Push his ass in.
There it is.
technically, that could only be a normal success, but let's be real. I didn't build these guys to be overpowered as fuck. He is launched by you, like, shoving him with your scythe. Technically takes a free hand. I'm waving it. Fuck it. He has to grab a ledge. Which
No
is
fucking things.
He has a reflex save to see if he can grab that ledge, so let's see how that goes.
Don't be a hero.
Not a high roll. Let me take a look here.
Just fucking die.
Well, do I have one action?
Let's see.
Oh, I won't be able to do it. Shit.
I'm just checking what the climb DC would be for this kind of rocky, jagged terrain.
You're
And
rocky track.
You don't want this. You, the guys, don't want this DC to be too high either. I don't think. Let's see. I would definitely call this a rock wall.
Rock lobster?
So, I'm gonna say that he. Let's see. I'm gonna say that he does grab the edge, but barely. I'm actually gonna set the DC at 25, so I'm gonna put him here, but he is hanging from the edge. Claudia, you have one action left.
Is he? So he's hanging. With,
Yep,
like,
in
Good
one
on
hand
him.
is his triple-headed flail, and the other hand is the edge. He is gripping the edge with one hand.
can I just whip
Step on
my
his hand.
short? Well, I would have to move, and I can't do that.
Oh.
I only have one action. Can I just whip my short sword at his hand?
I'll allow it.
Alright.
Roll me an attack roll with multiple attack penalty, and if you hit, I'm gonna roll his reflex save again, and he might not grab the edge this time.
God damn it, hero point. Again.
I'm definitely doing some
God
DM
damn
fight
it.
here because this is not rules as written, but this is badass as hell. And in fact, I'm gonna give Jim an extra hero point for this for immediately using the terrain.
31.
31.
Yeah.
That hits. He needs to re-roll his reflex save. If he rolls below a 25, now I will let you know reflex is his best save,
Damn it!
and I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
He clinches it. However, I'm still gonna have him take a little bit of damage from your short sword.
Can I use a hero point to make him re-roll that? That's not usually the case, but Jim really wants this.
I have absolutely. You have let me use hero points in the same exact way. I will absolutely allow it.
Go re-roll it, but that's Jim succeed.
I have some hero points as well, if necessary.
I will use my hero points that I just got for this. God damn it! So close.
Any other hero points, guys?
Yeah, take one of mine.
Damn.
I mean, I will let you know, dropping a whole ass combatant immediately might be worth spending those hero points. Might
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I think that you guys already spent mine, right?
Yeah.
I'm really wishing I didn't make reflex the highest save of this guy because I want him to fail.
It's okay.
Oh,
But it also, I can't just say that he failed. I can't budget.
famous GM Matt Colbert, who has a very popular YouTube channel, says GMs are also game designers, and the session is also the playtest, so you can always change things on the fly because that's called good game design.
Absolutely. And part of that good game design is that you have to earn your victories.
Yes.
Using
I'll say-
hero points.
And me,
If Kettledrop's willing to use her reaction, If someone else wants, if the pedal drop wants to use her reaction, I'll give him a final reflex save at a -2 penalty.
I don't. I
In
fucking
fact,
love.
I'm gonna be nice.
I don't have any fucking thing to use my reaction. I fucking do it.
Let me know what you do, and I'll assign a penalty to him based on what you tell me you do.
I want to bonk him. Like, maybe he's, like, starting to stumble a bit. Maybe he, like, actually does fall but pulls himself off. And I want to be like, boop.
I think you'll enjoy what I named this penalty for him.
The bonk. Oh, bonk horny pit jail. Stop rolling. Here, let me roll this one. I'm gonna roll this one.
Did you just roll a fucking 32?
Yep.
A natural 19. I'll let this penalty move forward if anyone else wants to burn a hero point.
I don't have any to burn. But if someone does, can we use my roll that I just rolled?
I was about to ask, depending on, like, I was about to say depends on what the roll is, but then I realized that would kind of be cheating. I'm gonna say no.
I got a 7. I will tell you the roll I got.
You know what? I'm gonna allow it. So, finally, as you bonk him, and I'm just imagining that, like, this all happens in a very short time period. He walks up, he attacks Claudia and misses. Claudia moves to the side, smashes him with the shaft of her scythe, knocks him back, he grabs a ledge, he gets a short sword stuck in his hand, he's like, then Pedal Drop is just bonking him with her gear-like axe, and he's just fuck, shit! And then finally, Claudia just, like, stomps on his hand, and he finally falls, and he's like, fuck you!
Thank you, Athena.
And he dies. I think you guys earned that by burning an exorbitant amount of hero points.
Of everything.
I'm even going to give Jim another hero point for it, just because it was creative. Even if the dice didn't go in his favor, I do want to be nice to him.
Thank you.
I
Good
only
job,
burned
Jim.
one hero point, though.
You've been awesome this session, Jim. I'm very proud of you. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Let me know if you want the next flashback. Heelbow.
I wouldn't mind.
Speaking of awesome people, Heelbow, you're intoxicated, and there's nothing cooler than that.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
I'm not sickened, at least, so that's good.
You're clumsy too, so you're kind of like. Is Heelbow like drunk walking, like stumbling around?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
As far as they can tell, I'm probably just one of those drunk people wandering around.
You know what? I'm even gonna make them flat-footed to whatever you do next. Because I don't think they recognize you, Heelbow. Despite you being an Inquisitor, I don't think you're known for just getting smashed in this Sailor's Regret.
No. I really want to do something, but I don't know how big it gets, so it's sad. I think it only is 1 tile big, which
Heelbow's
is
a few drinks in. He wants to do something, but he's concerned about his size.
not mine, the spells.
Not enough liquid courage for that, I guess.
Well, no. I'm looking at that wall spell that I had, and I was thinking that's only for one section, though, per time I cast it, right?
I'm gonna pull up said wall spell because I very much approved when you chose it. You craft
it's awesome. And I have a plan.
20-foot tall wall up to 30 feet long, 3 feet thick. So it is 30 feet long. And you
I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a decent sized wall.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, do you see what I'm drawing?
Yes, I do. You're drawing a wall.
I am drawing a wall. Okay. That's where I'm putting it. And that is actually pretty much 30 feet.
So Healbo, describe the spell that you cast.
This is actually going into my suffering motif, and I, as a suffering healer, I do have certain things that I need to do. So, anyways, I'm gonna cast that if anyone wants to read it. And this is a fun little video that I just picked up.
Disgusting.
As this wall made of
Awesome, I
thorns
think you mean to say.
forms out of the ground. And does it have mouths, eyes, or arms right now, Drew?
I'm gonna go with arms because that sounds fun.
As you guys know, Healbo was in like just tickled giddy when Min Min was added to Smash, as he was an avid arms player.
I get that reference.
And they have to roll reflex saves against
No,
being grappled
not
by
yet.
this wall.
Not yet.
Oh, that
Any
ends its turn
creature
within
that
5 feet.
ends its turn next to the wall has to deal with it.
Alrighty.
I mean, they might be completely shocked by the fact that a wall full of arms just fucking appeared next to them, but alright.
Little
Pretty-
bit. They're
that's pretty frightening, I
now-
would say.
To be fair, these guys have tentacles, so they are slightly less frightened than they would be.
Mm,
I'm not saying that they piss themselves, but even if I had tentacles for arms, I wouldn't expect a wall of flesh to all of a sudden pop up right beside me.
do they know
Yeah,
what
They're
arms
not
are?
fans. See, good. Claudia's frightened is already gone. I just wanted to make sure.
Thank
So,
you.
next to go is one of the Necretian Abyss Callers.
Yes, go right next to me
And-
so I can push them in too.
Are you just getting your Spartan kick ready to go?
Jim, we do not have the hero points to do that ever again.
He is going to jump onto this table, and he is going to attack Petal Drop with his tentacle slap.
Oh, he's gonna slap it?
I get the reaction against tentacles because they're icky.
Unfortunately, I don't quite think that you do, bud.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
Yeah. It's not even homebrew.
Ah, well, too bad.
It's in core.
Well, too bad you already used your reaction.
I also
It
get
had a
five.
whole-
I
It
also
had a
get
whole
5
2.5
reactions a
pages
turn.
dedicated to it.
We gotta play
That's
test the system. 5
Impressive.
reactions sounds great.
Does a
Hey!
29 hit Petal Drop?
No tentacles, and I'm just going to hit the tentacles down with my weapon. It does not.
Alright. He is then going to...
What is Claudia's strength?
Does he have any good one-action John skis? No. Alright, he's just going to attempt to tentacle slap you again. With MAP -5 this time.
Roll base, roll base, roll base.
I very well might. Because I have not... the only time I've rolled well as the monsters is when you guys were burning hero points and I was wanting to roll poorly so that you guys could get a cool kill. He rolled better, but it wasn't good enough. So that is his
Same.
turn.
Same thing, fuck off. Fuck off. Not you, him.
Helena is going to take that 3 points of bleed damage. Oh, speaking of which, roll a flat check for me real quick, Petal Drop, to see if your bleed damage was cured.
Oh yeah. DC 15, right?
Yep,
It
DC
was
15
not.
flat check. Helena's was.
Damn. Helena has crit twice so far that I paid attention to.
And Helena is actually going to, I'm going to say Shan is actually running up, and Helena is going to walk up, like, step over to her, hide behind the bar. The Inquisitors will handle this. But, no, now, hide. And Shan's going to hide behind the bar. And Helena's actually going to look over at you guys, and she is going to move towards the combat. And you see her pull a knife from her outfit, same way she did before, and throw it directly at the Abyss Caller. And let me just put this in. Ooh. So I'm having to transfer some things from a Google Doc.
He's okay.
There's no excuse.
There we go. So she throws this knife at the Abyss Caller, and it misses. And that is her turn. After that is going to go the other Necretian Abyss Caller. This one is going to move. Let me just... 1, 2, 3, 4... And this one is within... Yay, 15 feet. So it is actually going to... It is going to cast... Oh, perfect. Let me just measure this out. It is going to he is going to cast Crushing Despair on the Necretian Bloodletter, as well as Petal Drop, Helena, and Claudia. I need a will save from you guys.
33.
You succeed. You cannot use reactions, and you must attempt another save at the start of your turn.
That's for succeeding?
Yep. No reactions, and you have to try again at the start of your turn.
That's 31.
Successes all around. Gotta roll again at the start of your turn. That is the end of the Abyss Caller's turn. Next is going to be the remaining Bloodletter. And this Bloodletter...
I would like to remind you that even though Claudia pushed them into the pit, that I did a lot of damage, so I probably seem very scary. Like a big threat that you would want to take care of.
Now, the Necretian Bloodletter, it actually failed his save. So he is slowed 1.
So he wants to move...
No, he has to roll again at the start of his turn for that fail effect, but he has no reactions. And he is slowed 1. However, he has enough actions for May Blood Rain. So I need a Fortitude save from Helena, Claudia, and Petal Drop.
Fortitude?
Fortitude.
Wow. 39.
You
Who
critically
are
succeed.
you?
I don't know.
31.
It's because I'm using...
You normal succeed.
Are you using my technique?
No. I'm
Wait,
using
what dice are those?
The pansexual flag.
Oh, I fucking love it, broski.
Helena fails, so she will take the full 17 points of damage.
Oof.
And interesting thing, how much? So you're currently taking half of 4d4, no, half of 46 bleed damage, correct, Chris? From a Blood Vendetta.
Yes.
So
we'll just average it out to 2d6. You notice that the bleed seems to stack, which is strange. Your wounds are deepening each time. So, at the start of your turn, at the end of your next turn, you're going to take 12 points of bleed damage at the end of your next turn. I just pre-rolled the 2d6 for you.
Okay.
As the bleed seems to add up. Pedal drop, it is now your turn.
Alright, well, you didn't take my bait. So I have to fucking move like a fucking pleb.
Fucking pleb.
I wanted to make these monsters interesting and have a lot of options.
No.
They should only run up and go bonk. That's all they should ever do.
What's interesting is me bonking them. And for me to do that, but they come up and let me hit them. And they're like, yes, mommy, please crit me.
Oh, wait, did you move?
Yes.
Damn it, Chris, every time.
Every time what?
As you move
I
within
plan on
range,
doing something. You move into the range.
as you move within
you
range,
should have rolled a better
you're
initiative than me.
affected by tentacular defense by the first Abyss Caller. A 29, however, I believe,
No.
misses. It hits?
Oh no, that definitely misses.
Alright. As you continue to move, you did move within range of the other Abyss Caller.
Oh, come on!
I might need to buff these guys' accuracy for future stuff, because I thought they had like a solid 50% chance to hit you guys. That guy crit fails. So you're not affected by these tentacle attacks that are coming at you as you move into position.
Hey, Athena, which one of these things looks like they're higher level?
The Abyss Callers seem to be a little bit more powerful than the Bloodletters.
Okay, we should definitely... I'm trying to think, Jim.
Uh-oh.
I know it's dangerous. Do I risk it for the biscuit?
Chris,
I believe you risk it for the biscuit.
you know what I'm gonna answer with a question like that. Absolutely.
Let me do some quick math.
We
Okay.
don't have time for math.
So, Chris, I will not be sending you the stats for these guys quite yet at the end of the session, because, in case you can't tell, this ain't the last you'll see of them.
Alright,
This
so
is the last we'll ever see of them.
I am using Megaton Strike instead of the thing.
Let's go.
Ooh,
So
interesting.
first I'm going to roll unstable. Failed. So unstable is now I'm going to actually roll this. Natural fucking 20.
Let's
Let's go!
go.
And who are you hitting with this very Megaton Strike?
Oh, but you let me hit the Abyss Caller?
Absolutely.
That table's gonna be destroyed.
I figured that was what you were aiming for regardless.
I don't think I actually decided. I just wanted to roll my dice.
You know what? I'm going to allow it because we're near the end of the session, and I'm having fun.
Oh, I'm glad
Yay.
to help you have fun.
How dare you have fun?
How
I've had
dare
a
you?
blast running the session. You guys are awesome.
Aw.
So... sorry, I need to count how many fucking D12s I need.
See, I'm trying to distract Chris by being wholesome, so he just forgets to roll damage, and I can kill Pedal Drop.
See, that would work, except I am, really focused on, getting all my dice for a big rolly.
Never get in the way of a man in his bunk.
True.
True.
She's not in this game.
I thought you weren't gonna say it, and I was like, who are you?
Do you hear the jinglies I have on my dice?
I do. It sounds like you have like coins in there also.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Only 82 points of damage.
God.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's sad. It's not lots. Okay, that's all I got.
Oh,
At
that's
that
a
moment,
62,
before
that's
Claudia
neat.
goes, I'm going to roll Fortitude for both of these bloodletters that Jarek is just beating the shit out of. One of them avoids getting grabbed by the wall and tossed in by this wall of flesh.
Yummy.
The other one also succeeds, but they are still both getting the shit kicked out of them by Jarek, and Jarek is going to roll athletics as she grabs one of them by the head, like literally wraps her whole hand around his skull. She also succeeds, and you just see her grab one of them and just throw him straight into the middle of the abyss.
Yeah. I like Jerry.
I like Jared.
One of 3 NPCs you could have met. Because with the branching path thing, I'm doing 3s a lot, because that's as much as I can manage without to add diversity without going insane with unused content. Now it is Claudia's turn.
Hey. I am going to movie move, and I am going to use my dark side.
Alright. Is that the crit ability?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll me that attack roll.
34.
That is a hit, which means that it's a crit.
Let's go. That's it.
I
What did I roll? 1, 2, and a 4? Jesus.
I'm so sorry, Jim. I do. I'm one of the. I do allow people to re-roll damage with hero points if you have one.
I do. Why not? That's better.
That's better. And I believe that's all 3 of your actions as you deal a pretty solid hit.
Yep, that is all 3 of
Bilbo.
my actions.
What do you do, Mr. Savaras?
Save our ass.
Well, I've been making some measurements, and oops, if I move right here, kind of on the edge, living on the edge, I could shoot this motherfucker on the table.
I'll allow it. In fact, roll me. I'm just gonna say, roll me a reflex save.
And what's cool is nobody can hit me through the wall. Aha! I'm a genius. You
Actually,
said
wait.
roll you a what?
I was gonna have you roll me a reflex save to see how well balanced you are, but I think the arms of your wall of flesh are like grasping you and helping you balance.
Yeah?
So no, don't worry about it. You're being held stable. If you stumble at all, you got a very big fleshy wall buddy to help you.
Yay, big fleshy wall buddy. And now I cast that.
Oh, that! That is a fortitude save. That's a pretty high DC, too. Crushes it, but still takes half. Unless someone wants to hero point and make him roll again.
Don't have any.
I have one. I'll hero point it.
You know, just because I'm nice and we're near the end of the session, I'm gonna say that that's a fail because he literally beats it on the hero point. So I'll have him take full damage.
Yeah.
Yay!
So do you want to click that damage button for me, Drew?
58.
Ooh.
Ooh. This guy
Yeah.
is looking pretty beat up. And I believe that's all of your actions. Next to go is... Let me make sure I'm controlling the right one. This Necretian Abyss Caller, who is going to swing his sacrificial dagger at... I'll say, at Petal Drop.
Fucking bring it.
Oh, I didn't take any damage.
Man, a natural 4. That's alright.
That's actually a crit. On you. You crit yourself.
I don't
I'll
think
allow
that's quite how it works. That's alright.
I'll allow it. I like it.
Well, that's... He is going to... stride... One... You know what? Actually, he is going to then attempt another attack with his sacrificial dagger. And I forgot to slap agile on these babies. I'll work that in later. I'll just add 1 to this number for now. That is a 32 to hit.
That's barely hits, but that's a hit. Finally.
You're going to take 12 points of damage. And you're going to activate his effigy ability.
3 million persistent damage.
To himself.
Down.
Yeah.
Ew, I do not.
You
like
have a
that.
-2 to saving throws against his spells.
I mean,
And with his final action... Wait.
he's going to try to hit me again. Ooh.
He moves
Slut.
15 feet away.
I'm gonna throw the table at him as a reaction.
Next to go is Helena. But as
Damn.
Helena goes, you see a hidden Necretian leap and tackle her.
Oh.
And you see them both wrestling on the edge of the abyss. As
How did
Sandy
they?
screams out.
How did they move that
Oh,
many
no.
spaces?
Because the story demanded it. I mean, you know, running a game, it's kind of like game development. It's like playtesting. And the GM is kind of a game developer. They're having to, you know, do things that may not go within the bounds of the rules. Chris.
I get a extra hero point for you doing that to me next session. I start with 7.
Start.
No. But Helena is fighting on the edge of the abyss against a demonic cultist. Maybe it's fate. Maybe this is her judgment.
I push them both in.
Next,
Just kidding.
next to go is the other Necretian Abyss Caller, who's going to try to tentacle slap Claudia
Why?
because
Yeah.
he wants to.
But
It's his
Look at
prerogative.
pedal drop
That's
right
not
there.
a really good
I am
move.
so
Another
sorry.
nat
Athena.
4.
Me and Jim, I feel like, are horrible to GM for, especially together.
24
No, actually, I'm
does
having
not
a lot
hit.
of fun with it.
24 does not hit.
You've given me shit, but like I can handle it.
Yes, but also
He's going to and fail even worse.
Yeah.
You know what? He's going to attempt it Nah. He's going to move. In fact, he's going to move here. After that is going to go the Necretian Bloodletter, who is going to attempt to attack... Actually, first, you're going to have to roll me a... You're going to have to roll me a will save, Pedal Drop.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Horrifying blood loss.
Oh, I got distracted by the surprise dude. Okay. And I don't take a -2 from this. This is someone else.
fighter.
Yeah, you don't take a -2 from the Bloodletters, only from that one Abyss Caller.
Alright. That's a 13 on a dice for a 32, I believe.
You are frightened 1.
Boo! Okay.
A lot of these spells still affect you even on a failure, unfortunately. It's just part of the game that we're designing together, I'd say. You already got the frightened. Good job. I'm proud of you. After that, he is going to attack you with Tear the Blood as he attacks you with his triple-headed flail. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, no, he's going to Tear the Blood on you. 34.
Barely hits, but hits.
Oh, that is not how the math is supposed to go. Well,
You
it kind of goes.
trying to tell me about one.
So you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage, and on your next turn, you're going to take an additional 21 bleed damage, bringing it, I believe, up to 33?
Something like that.
For the sake of easiness, we'll just call it 33. And then, he's going to... You know what? I don't think he moves away. I think he's going to do exactly what you want him to, and he is going to Tear the Blood on you again. I could technically cast Horrifying Blood Loss again, but that's less cool. And he misses. That's the end of his turn. Next to go is Petal Drop.
Bong.
I don't know his name.
How do all of them look? Specifically the one in front of me and the one that ran away from me like a wussy.
There's one that's pretty wounded, the one that you guys were beating the shit out of, but the rest look pretty healthy.
Okay, so even though I wanted to, I didn't want this guy to stay. I wanted the other one to stay, so I'm going to move up.
So you get 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay.
29 is going to miss. I
That's
keep
gonna miss.
rolling exactly a 9. Exactly a 9. Oh, 33.
That's hits, yes.
You're going to take 2d12 points of damage.
Okay.
And... Yep, that is going to be 23 points of damage, and that's it for that. So this guy's here. He's not looking great.
And then we're gonna dark side. Let me take this. Okay, and then we're going to dark side. Does 30 hit?
A 30 misses.
What?
A 30 misses.
So does that mean it hits?
Yeah.
Roll your damage to hit. From a hit, I mean.
You always sound so sad sometimes. Alright, roll your damage, I guess.
I mean, I feel bad for my buddy. He just wanted to crit.
One second, let me get my things. 1d4. $18. 33 points of damage.
Still not bad. He is very wounded. Next is Jimothy Von Jimiton's character, Claudia.
Is Helena close to the edge?
Oh yeah, she is. She is, like, her head is actually over the edge, and this Necretian Bloodletter, he's dropped his triple-headed flail, and he is trying to basically, like, bash her in while strangling her, and she is fighting back like tooth and nail. Like, literally, like, scratching at his face and, like, biting his hands and, like, trying to throw him off.
Can I... Because I want to essentially use my scythe to pin in the wall so that she has something, like, if she were to fall back, like, it would balance her weight.
Absolutely, I'll allow that for free. However, you will lose use of your scythe
That's perfectly
until
fine.
your next turn. So I'll allow that. I'm not even going to make you use an action. That's just cool. Hero point.
Thank you.
And,
then I'm going to try to push this one this way.
Alright, roll me that athletics check.
Where's my dice? I'm going to use that hero point you just gave me. Natural 20.
And you shove him off. And he is launched back. And you have one action left.
I will use it to kind of try to bring Helena away from the edge.
I'm gonna say I'll let you both move just 5 feet away. And she gets up and she is gasping for breath and she looks at you. And she doesn't say anything, but like there's a new look of just gratitude in her eyes. Fiobo, it is your turn.
I'm going to say to her, I told you we will protect you.
For now, she actually finally believes it. Before Healbow, I'm actually going to roll another Fortitude save for this Bloodletter. I believe that fails, as Healbow, your wall just grabs him with its many arms. And Jarek is just going to laugh as he is brought along the wall. And Healbow, do you say anything as your wall throws him into the abyss?
Your suffering fulfills us.
And he's like, no, we like suffering, but like bad suffering, not like good suffering. Ah! And he falls. And I think it's at this point that from the first one that fell, you finally hear just a dull splat from the first one that fell at the beginning of the combat.
Maybe if we throw enough people down there, they'll start living by falling on the fleshy corpses of the people below.
Now that's a wall of flesh. And this is going a little long. I'm almost out of battery on this laptop, but this is going to end pretty soon. Healbo, what do you do?
I think everybody is too far from me. Yeah.
I would let you move along your wall if you want to get closer. Also, I like how there were multiple complaints about positioning and distance when I literally, once again, started this by saying, you can put yourself wherever you want.
Oh,
This is
I
where we
like where
would
I'm
be.
positioned. I'm in a
This is
very-
where we would be. It just wasn't where I wanted to start fights.
I just wanted to give you guys shit.
I was
I
perfectly
can-
fine.
I could heal. Jim, how you feeling health-wise?
I'm doing all right. If I'm the only one you could heal in range, I wouldn't say no.
You're the only one I can heal in rain. Well, I can heal Helena too.
How's Helena looking?
She is hurt.
Actually, wait.
On a scale of 1 to 145, I would call her a solid 108.
I will say no matter what.
That was
Helena,
fucking funny. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I would say heal Helena, please.
Hold on. I'm checking something.
Yes, Keelbow is holding on to that wall.
Where's the wall holding on to him?
I think both. I think it's almost like a hug, but, disturbing and permanently traumatizing to any
Sure
children.
you both are? Nope, and both of you enjoy the heal.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, nice. Let's
I
see.
casted it at third. I forgot how much it is. It's fun.
Let's see. I think you're able to cast it. Is this from your font or is this the prepared one?
Prepared one.
Alright, that'd be 4d10.
Four.
Why does it always be like, nah, I don't really want to give you a good...
If only there were, some font of higher level healing ones that would give you more healing.
Nah, that's crazy talk.
Crazy. Talk.
Oh, it casts at my level, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah, if you cast from the font, it's maxed out, as high as it can get.
Oh, I didn't know that. Can I cast at that then?
I will let you retroactively cast that instead and re-roll the healing with 6d10.
Yay, thank you. That's better.
That's a lot better. Helena's back to max. Alright, after
Gilbo
that,
still does this job. Yeah.
as you unleash a burst of powerful healing, the incredibly wounded Necretian Abyss Caller is going to run towards a different quarry and say, Nakresh demands the child, not the others. As he tentacle attacks Helena. A 26 is going to hit her AC, so he is going to grab her.
Can you stop trying to tentacle porn these poor people? It's not
No.
right.
And he is going to move, and as he moves, his tentacles are going to move Helena as well, as she is quickly brought above the abyss. And the Abyss Caller is going to say, Fall for Necresh, and release his grip.
Where?
Over the abyss.
I know over the abyss, but where over the abyss? Just straight up.
Right here. And at first, Helena begins to fall before this pure white light begins to glow from her eyes. And she speaks. Nakresh, you are a puny little god. You're a puny little pretender demon, thinking it deserves worship. You will be judged. And I'm gonna roll fortitude saves for the Necretian Abyss Caller. Jesus Christ. Well, that brings his failure to a success, so he takes half. And he detonates as this white light comes from Helena and just blasts into him.
And then I
And
started
he's-
blasting.
and she is floating in place for a moment before she just floats to the edge. And the remaining Necretians begin to flee.
Oh, pussies. You give it to them for a little tiny bit, and they're all of a sudden like, oh no, fuck this.
And just in the interests of shortening the session, do you guys chase any of them down?
Yeah, and murder them.
I'm just going to allow it. I'm going to say that they are distraught. And through a combination of, like, at this point, Helena is actively just blasting them with magic. Jarek is going over, beating the shit out of them. And pretty soon they're...
Which one was the one that was attacking Helena?
I'll put it right above you.
Alright, I'm just gonna stab that one with my scythe.
And he, like, coughs up blood as he glances over at Helena. And she just says in a voice that's not her own, "Your judgment is fair. Do not complain. After all, some sentences are death." And they all die one by one.
Yay!
And then finally...
Death!
It's like the ending of a story, and then they all died, one by one, as you guys stood on their bodies.
And peed on them.
And Helena then turns to you all, and she looks at Heelbow, and then Petal Drop, and then Claudia. Now that they have been judged, so too shall you... And she looks at you, Claudia. Shall... And I'm gonna roll a will save for Helena.
Oh, she loves Claudia.
Do you need my class D?
And as her hand wavers, this pure white energy floating in front of it, aimed at you, Claudia. What do you do?
So she's aiming the white light?
This white, bright energy is aimed directly at your face.
Well, I'm gonna monologue here. Well, if Anubis says this is how I shall be judged, I shall be judged. But just remember, I was the one that saved you from falling. And I'll put my scythe down. Like, not down, but the handle down on the floor and just kind of hold it in front of me.
You think that my host could be so easily destroyed? I am the one that will judge this city. You don't know how dangerous this place is, and I cannot allow... No. Get... I will judge them all. No, get the fuck out of my head! And she blasts the burst into the ground, causing debris to fly everywhere. And as it begins to clear up, she is just kneeling in front of you, Claudia, as Shan is hugging her. And Petal Drop, I think as you look, the scene is reminiscent of what you just remembered, as Shan is trying to comfort her older sister to no avail. And it is at this moment that the barkeep walks up to you, Claudia, and says, "Hey, Chum, sorry to say this, but the property damage, I think I'm going to have to put this on your tab." And that is where we're going to call it tonight.
Yay, I am probably going to be going into debt.
Sure, I get to help save the city from this ancient demonic god, and that's cool, but
Yeah.
I'm also dying in debt, so that's less than cool.
Yeah, what the fuck? I save them and they're going to charge me? God.
Is Claudia Spider-Man? Does great things, but the writers are determined to make her suffer?
Yes.
It's a universal constant. Claudia's not allowed to be happy.
I mean... It is a character made by Jim, so...
This is true.
Let's see, I'm going to type my quick summary for Jeremy. I think I'll be able to get everything he needs.
I'm also recording this, so I can listen to this. I'm sure he can listen. 3, 2,